Hey everybody, welcome. It's another live Sunday night with our good pal Jason. There he is. You can see his face there.
And you can hear me.
And we can hear him.
Yay.
Hopefully we'll make you a little louder here. So welcome everybody. Glad to have you. Tonight, we're going to discuss a little bit about the announcements that happened on FunTV. We never really got around to it. We didn't make a video about it. So we decided, why not talk about it tonight and go, on our live? Why not do that? And then we'll just...
I want my FunTV!
Yeah. Yeah, and we have the spokesman here with us. What a perfect topic for us.
That's right.
And then we'll filter into Heroic Nonsense, our podcast that we've been doing every weekend. So what we're trying to do is do a little bit of Funko talk, and then lead into heroic nonsense every week. And I think it's actually been going really well. I think we get a lot of people in here commenting on what we're talking about. So we hope that you stick around for heroic nonsense after we talk about Funko FunTV announcements. Okay. So I'm gonna switch over, and I don't think you can see this right now, Jason, unless you're excuse me.
Am I behind you?
Ooh, no. Actually, you're right below us, which is great. So I have a window here open. It's it's gonna make me okay. There we go. I have a window here open, and it's basically everything that has been announced. I have like a full roster, a full list. Mm-hmm. One thing that bothers me, so I guess the retro toys wave part 2 is gonna have some other stuff that haven't been pictured yet. I guess, like the Transformers ones. Do we have photos of those? Oh yeah,
they had mock-ups, but they were just the artist rendition, but not the like the other ones.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Ironheart.
Is it a pop?
That's a pop. Yeah, but that has nothing to do with this. That's just showing an exclusive.
No, I'm asking about you. Is that what you like?
No.
Is that what you
What?
like?
Well, you never said anything about...
Heather, welcome to the live. Is that
like
what
this?
I like? What do you mean? Okay. So let's rewind here, Heather. So if we go down here right now, raise the master volume a touch.
Is there a way that you can like read?
No,
without
I can't.
saying it out loud?
My brain doesn't function.
I try to do things discreetly, and you like screw everything up.
Sorry, I'm listen.
He's like Marlon Brando. He wrote his lines down on the tablecloth so he could read them instead of memorizing them.
Okay, so let's run down the list here for a moment. Okay, Hasbro Retro Toys Wave 1. Stretch Armstrong with the long arm chase. We'll look at that. Shipwreck, Zartan, Cavity Sam from Operation Glowworm, and Mr. Potato Head. I did not realize these were Hasbro only retro figures until just now.
It looks like that it was. It's all Hasbro stuff.
That's awesome.
The entire lineup. So maybe that was the way that they could get into the gaming industry. Like, hey, yeah, we're competing with you, but hey, let's make toys for your stuff at the same time. I scratch my back, I make toys of yours.
Right. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. I guess a bit of a team up there. And then they selected 2 G.I. Joe characters that, I don't know, kind of weird because they've made G.I. Joe in the past, right?
Take that back.
Well, no,
that's not weird.
No, they're cool characters and all, but I would expect, like, say, Duke and Destro or something, like 2 characters.
Well, they already did Destro. The New York Comic Con exclusive for the 1 year was a chrome-headed Destro.
Oh, that's right.
And,
okay.
Yeah, they did that, and they had it was Roadblock, Storm Shadow,
right,
Snake Eyes,
right,
and Cobra Commander with the hood and Cobra Commander with the helmet. That was a couple years back. I want to say 2015, so I will. It was 2015. Were bait exclusives, and so or 2015 or 20, I don't remember. But they were bait exclusives. They were awesome. It was like I loved them, and then nothing else ever came of it. And I thought, oh, I guess they're done. But then I see those beautiful, beautiful glams of Shipwreck and Zartan, and then the Zartan chase, and I had my little internal nerd, go, it's Zartan, because the original Zartan G.I. Joe, for those who may not know, if you would bring it out in the sun, he would change colors, because that was his character. He would get really sick in the sunlight, and him and his 2 siblings, which I'm assuming would be on the line at some point, but Zartan and Zorana. So
Zartan and Zorana. I don't remember Zorana.
Yeah, they were his brother and sister.
Interesting. I don't remember that at all.
And they both, if you put them out in the sun, they turned purple. So they were great. As a kid, I had the G.I. Joe, and I would take them outside and make them all purple. Those wacky dreadnoks.
Well, I mean, that should have been the very first time Funko has ever done that. They should have put that in the Funko Pop. Wouldn't that be cool? If you had the sun changing Zartan?
Yeah, because the technology's been there for 30 years.
Right.
Figure,
like, why wouldn't they put it in the
Yeah,
maybe it's the material or the paint? I don't know.
I don't even over 35 years. I want to say. This is
Yeah.
85. Let's do some math. 9, 10, yeah, 35 years. It's been a long time. The technology exists, but maybe it no longer exists.
Aren't GI Joes like the very best toy? A boy, like kids boy toy. Jesus. Yeah, toy.
That's what I am.
Toy. They're stinky and dirty.
Yeah, that's right. Stinky and dirty. That's right. That's a quote from last week. No, but they were like the best like toy for kids or boy kids when we were younger. Like I remember I had billions of those things. Of course I'm exaggerating, but I mean I had more GI Joes than I had anything when it came to my toys.
Well, I tell you, and the kids who were lucky enough to get like the big battleship, the U.S. flag, the USS flag, whoever had that and kept it intact, like you could make, let's just say you don't even need the box. You can get at least $900 for it.
Oh my god, dude! Yes, that thing was amazing.
That was like $200 when it came. It was a lot of money in the 80s.
Absolutely.
But it was massive. Like we didn't have room in the house. Like there was a neighbor in my grandmother's neighbor's son had that in his room, or he had a whole room just dedicated to GI Joe. Bed? And I was allowed to go over there to look at it because I'm just like he has the battleship, the flag. So I went over there and I looked at it and I was just like, oh my god! And it took up like the entire room, and he had this entire battle set up. And I'm like, you actually play GI Joe? I just use mine to play Predator or Aliens. Right. I would act out movies with them. I'd never played. Yeah, the movie would have a shipwreck, a Navy sailor. Shipwreck.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because in the cartoon, it was the Jack Nicholson voice, like, all right, Duke, we'll go ahead and take care of those Cobra creeps. Yeah, scallywags.
Well, with this being a part of this Hasbro retro line, I'm assuming it's going to come out with a G.I. Joe box to match the other G.I. Joes. But it makes me wonder, why not just do a full G.I. Joe like set? Why include it in the Hasbro retro line, right? And the reason why I asked that is because with these particular Funko Pops, you could do Funko Pop rides, and there are so many cool things that you can do with Funko Pop rides with these particular characters. Because the G.I. Joe line was, I would say 50% of the G.I. Joe line were the vehicles, right? Like, how about the Cobra Hiss? That's like one of my favorite G.I. Joe vehicles, and you put like a Cobra like soldier in it or something. I don't know. Like I feel like G.I. Joe could be its own thing, and you could just make dozens of these things.
But then they would just be making G.I. Joes.
Absolutely. Well, but that's what we want, right?
I think it's just that crossover appeal for someone like me who doesn't want to buy G.I. Joes any longer, who just wants a bigger representation of childhood. And that's because think about it. That's all Funko Pops are, for the most part. It is a physical manifestation of your childhood.
Absolutely.
Of some kind, or of your fandom. And it's just like, you know what? I love Nirvana. So here. This is how much I love Nirvana.
I have him in a small figure for him.
Yeah, I love him. This is great. But that's all it is, and it's great. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I think there should be more of it, and there should be so much more G.I. Joe. And here's what I'm hoping for as an exclusive for next year, because they did it with the Wacky Wobbler version of Destro, but to make the Pimp Daddy Destro.
Yes, that's exactly what we need.
And the Pimp Daddy Destro variant was a Comic-Con exclusive, and I have it, the Wobbler. And it's wonderful.
Yeah,
I love those were great, and the original G1 Transformers wobblers were great too. But they only made Bumblebee, Optimus, and Megatron.
Yeah, I want a full out Transformers line G1, and it seems like with the retro line we're getting a bit of that. But I really want chases that are the vehicle modes. I think that would be really cool. I don't think we're gonna ever get that, but I think that would be kind of cool. But like I said, G.I. Joe is that's a perfect place for them to do the rides. Perfect.
Well, it may actually come true, because a lot of those original rides that were never worth anything, like the Time Machine is worth like $180 now.
What?
The Crystal Ship is worth over $100 now. The Breaking Bad one. The original the Batmobiles are all shot up in value. So all of these old Baby with Dean from Supernatural, like a lot of these original Funko rides had shot up in value. So I think the interest is there now. So the collectors want to get them, and that's why you're seeing them kind of sell out. And I think I want to say that Marvin the Martian kind of pushed that a little bit more too, because that was the one that sold out immediately, and I think it was the first ride to be worth a lot of money that they put out. I don't know. So let's do it. I'm all for it.
I'm totally down for that. But we're sitting on G.I. Joe for a very long time here. Let's move to a couple of these other characters.
Wait, no, can I tell you what I think that they should make from my childhood that I used to play with all the time?
Tell us.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Because you boys had those Stinky Boy toys, and I had a pretty girl toy that was fantastic. Polly Pockets.
Oh.
And not the new stupid ones or the newer stupid ones that were like sort of tall and had like the rubber clothes. Like I want the old school ones that were itty bitty that bent at the hip, and I want to see the crease. I want it to bend like a Polly Pocket.
You want the actual Funko Pop to bend?
Yeah, like the Polly Pocket.
But that doesn't make it a Funko Pop anymore, though, babe.
Dr. Finkelstein head comes up.
No, well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, but
Quirrell can remove his turban to show you Voldemort's face.
Yeah, okay.
I want a Polly Pocket that bends.
Heather just wants to buy. Why don't we just buy you Polly Pockets?
I have all of mine. I just want it in Funko Pop form.
Okay. Well,
I wanted to have pigtails or a ponytail.
We've talked about this before, but in the same vein, there's Mad Max, and I would like also to have Mad Max, but I would like just regular I don't need them to bend and do weird shit. I just need Mad Max characters. But they're so much cooler
when they do weird shit.
And the villains. I'm sorry, not Mad Max, Mighty Max. I'm glad Jimmy Tolbert said something.
No!
Mighty Max.
I'm thinking Mad Max.
Yeah, not Mad Max. Mighty Max. Mighty Max.
You want Nux.
Right, that's right. No, Mighty Max. Mighty Max was awesome, and you could get some really cool figures out of that line.
But why do you get Mighty Max 2 if I have never gotten a girl toy Funko Pop? They're coming out with Barbies, but they don't even look like Barbies. That doesn't count.
Yeah, that is another weird one, and I don't think we have a picture of it here. The Barbie looks really bizarre.
It doesn't look like Barbie. It looks like Dolly Parton.
Are you saying it looks bizarre-y?
Yeah. I like that.
See.
Good job, Jason.
Terrence.
Yeah, here they are. The Barbie looks really and it is part of the retro line.
Doesn't she look sort of like Dolly Parton?
I thought that. Well, then they can't all be Hasbro then, because I remember Barbie's Mattel.
Yeah, Barbie is Mattel.
Oh yeah, it says retro toys here. Oh, it has Mattel in the bottom corner. So maybe retro toys they'll kind of fan out to.
Maybe retro toys can be Polly Pocket.
Maybe it's just everything that I grew up with then. All the old, because it's if you look at because the original Mr. Potato Head, that was actually like a potato. Yeah. I'm not even kidding. Like if you look up the original Mr. Potato Head from the 1960s, you'll be scared, because it looks like a potato. And he had friends. He had Pete the Pepper, Oscar the Orange, among others.
I remember those. I remember Pete the Pepper.
Yeah, but it was basically, I think they just like they sold you the body, and they were just like, hey kids, go to mom and dad's the crisper drawer in the bottom there, and put a little put a pepper on there, and put some eyes and all that other stuff.
So we have some people actually sounding off in the comment section. They're agreeing. They're saying that the Barbie does not look like a Barbie, and what is this? But what is the deal with Barbie?
But it's not supposed to. Like they did the Barbie rock candies, and those just looked like stylized versions of the Barbie. But Barbie's, that's a weird thing, right? So Barbie's already a manifestation of something. It's already a physical thing. So now you're making a physical manifestation of something that's a physical manifestation of. You're creating this whole weird Inception thing here.
I feel like it should look a little bit more like Barbie than what they've given us. That's just my opinion.
Well,
they probably can't.
I think the biggest problem is not that it doesn't look like Barbie, because I guess it's the best they can do in my head in pop form.
Right.
But Barbie has like the very long legs and everything, and they can't do that.
Can't do that. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They could make her 10 inches and just make like over half of her legs. And then it would look more like Barbie, just with a big head.
It's like Barbie. It's like kid Barbie is what it kind of sort of is, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's almost like
it's
miniature
weird.
baby Barbie. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jamar is here. Hey, Jamar, what's up, man? Good to see you. Jamar is one of our good pals, local good pals.
Jimmy said all Barbies end up naked. You are so right about that. And with really, really effed up haircuts.
Okay, so speaking
Yeah,
of...
and that's not even like a weird deranged thing. It's just they
it's
always do.
real.
Like kids just take all the clothes off the dolls and throw them in the corner.
Yeah, and then because kids are really bad at losing stuff, they just end up like the other sock.
But why?
But they don't lose the doll. They just lose everything the doll.
Did you chop the hair up though yourself?
I think like 1 or 2 Barbies, but then I realized how bad it looked and I didn't do it anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, chopping the hair up is that kind of a yeah. I don't like that.
Well, I always wanted
it's
to
just
do
freaky
hair,
because I always
so
had like
liked
weird
it.
hair. Like my
Yeah.
sisters did that a couple of times.
Yeah, it's bad news.
So hold on, let's switch the picture. I kind of wanted to talk about a couple of the other things that are on this list. So we have the glowworm, which is cool. The glowworm looks like a glowworm to me.
I think Mr. Potato Head looks like a potato.
Mr. Potato Head.
But I
Yep.
feel like you don't need him in pop form. Like he is way more fun. Oh no.
Oh no, we lost Jason.
Jason.
Oh no.
Jason.
We lost Jason. How does that happen? I think he was agreeing with us there for a second, but maybe not. The one that stands out to me that's very strange looking is the Stretch Armstrong. I am not a fan of the Stretch Armstrong at all. He doesn't, I don't know, you can literally call him anything. Look at him. Doesn't he look like very default other than the long arms? The long arms are the only thing that tells me it's Stretch Armstrong. The regular one looks like trash to me. Where's Jason? What happened?
He's cursing currently.
Oh, he's frozen. Yeah. Oh, no. Well, we're going to continue talking about it anyway. Heather,
oh, no.
I'm going to need your assistance.
Oh,
well, because we're here before a bunch of other people and we're live, we can't just stop the show because Jason's computer blew up. We have to continue going. Heather, out of the pops that I have here on the screen right now, you've already trashed Mr. Potato Head. We have him in...
Hold on, everything's very loud.
We have... Oh, sorry.
Is this better?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we should be good now,
better.
right? We should be good now. Sorry. The Mr. Potato Head, we already have him in Toy... Did he come from Toy Story already? Do we have a Toy Story version of him?
Maybe.
What do you mean, good question? Are we not sure?
I'm not sure, no.
There's a Mr. Potato Head Toy Story
Is it?
Funko
Okay.
Pop, right? Let's see. Yeah, Mr. Potato Head Funko Pop. Let's see.
You know what I just realized would be really funny is if you had like porn in one of your other tabs.
Well, I had to close that out earlier. You know what? Maybe we didn't.
I didn't think
There is
so.
no Mr. Potato Head. Interesting. So this is the very first Mr. Potato Head that we're getting. So I like that one. And then we also have the guy from Operation. I'm digging him too.
Sam,
the Operation
right?
guy. His name is, let's see, what is it? Cavity Sam, which I had no idea what his name was until this Funko Pop came out. Everybody else seemed to know what his name was but me. I seemed to be the only person.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no. It
What?
sounds like that Jason's going to have to retire his computer soon. So
You don't know how to read anything. He's getting rid of it eventually.
So, of course, we have the McDonald's Funko Pops. We've talked about this. We posted a video about this the other day. How
I've
people
never
are
heard of them.
Frustrated.
Wait. Oh, never mind. Okay.
I'm not huge into the McDonald's Funko Pops.
I like them.
I would say that this has to be the most popular of the announcements from FunTV. They are great looking pops. I have to give them that, but I'm not a huge fan of them personally. I did have a couple of friends reach out saying, hey, if you can get some of these guys to hook me up, and I will totally do that. I'll try to help out some people out there. We hunt together, of course. Then we have some Disney Funko Pops here. I'm not a huge Disney fan, like a Disney collector. I love Disney, but I'm not a collector of Disney stuff or pops. But these guys are from the Matterhorn. Do you remember the Matterhorn ride? It's in Disneyland.
No.
Like us here on the East Coast aren't like too familiar with this ride unless we've been to Disneyland before.
I've heard of it.
But I think it's cool. I think the Matterhorn ride was another thing where it was like the ride pop, but with the Yeti in it, which is cool, I guess. I guess this will go great with that set. What are you doing?
Nothing. Go about your day.
Oh my God, Heather, you're a part of this. You got to talk to me here.
I am talking to you.
I need you to jump in and talk to me until we can get Jason back. Oh, now Jason's involved in an update. So, then there's a keychain. I've talked about this time and time again. This keychain stuff doesn't do anything for me. I am not a collector of keychains. I do have one keychain, and I literally popped the keychain part off of it because it drives me crazy. I'm not putting something like this on my keys and putting it down inside of my pocket. I'm just not going to do it. To me, that's a disaster waiting to happen. My assumption is people collect these and keep them in the packaging, or women might actually put them on their purse or something, because that would make more sense to me. But to shove them down in my pocket, no, that's not going to happen. I feel like I'm going to break something if it's in there. And usually the little heads are moving around, and it's just not good. Not a good thing. And then you have these guys. Look at this, Heather. This is a train set. This is the first time I've noticed this one. This is a train set of Mickey Mouse characters, and it looks like they're young Mickey Mouse characters, maybe like from the kids TV show. Is that what that is?
I don't know, but they're cute.
They are cute, and they're from Amazon.
You know what that is? That is a big old money grab. That is, hey, you're going to get Donald, but then you're going to want Mickey and Minnie and Pluto, and who the hell is the elephant, and why is he there? And
Dumbo?
Goofy? Yeah, but like, why with Mickey?
Because Dumbo is a character that he is synonymous with like circuses and stuff. I think there's he's in a train in the film. I mean, it would make sense to me. What I find interesting,
I don't get it.
What I find interesting is that Mickey Mouse is not in the train part leading the train, because Mickey Mouse
weird.
is he's like the conductor of all of Disney. Yeah. So why wouldn't he be in the front? Why is it Donald Duck is in the front? I don't know. That part is kind of weird to me.
Maybe it was just for aesthetic purposes.
My guess is that this is going to be very similar to the Avengers set from Amazon, where you buy them all and they all connect up to make one big piece. That's exactly what this is.
My question then is, are they going to release them all at the same time, or are they going to be released monthly?
I think that's what it's going to be.
In Marvel.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I believe that they're going to be out like one every year. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm getting
and that's
hate
how many
right now.
Of the other
Hold
characters
on.
What?
Let me talk to Eric for a second.
Okay.
Eric, I know who Dumbo is, but how does he fit in with Mickey Mouse characters is my point. Did Mickey Mouse have an elephant friend?
Good luck, Eric. I hate to tell you about this.
I don't think so. I think that Dumbo and Mickey are completely separate, and whatever your thoughts are for beating me up,
Eric, you signed yourself up for trouble, buddy. I hate to tell you. I live with this, believe me. I know.
Wrong.
Listen, I'm with you. I know exactly what's happening right now. It's not good. What's happening to you is not good. So anyway, trains that'll be released, and 6 of them, so this will be every other month or whatever.
Just the last car is an Amazon exclusive.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what it says.
Oh, it looks like I thought it was all Amazon exclusive. I thought it was going to be just like the Avenger set where they all come out and it's every other month. Just like the Avenger set that all connects as to one big piece. Should I take... I'm going to leave Jason up there. I like how Jason... Look at him. Jason is very annoyed and bored with us. Look.
Yeah.
He looks so annoyed.
Adam said Jason hasn't blinked. We're having a staring contest. You didn't hear? Did you miss that part?
Right. He said, "Oh, okay, I misunderstood. Don't scold me too bad." He doesn't want to be attacked.
I'm gonna have to send him. What is it? What do you give somebody for their burns? Is it ice? I'm gonna send you some ice.
No, don't you give him what's that stuff? It's icy hot or something, or
no, icy hot makes you burn.
Oh, okay, so that's not good.
Did I ever? Never mind.
Okay, go ahead. You can't just say, "Did I ever tell you?"
I really can't say this live on YouTube.
Why would you say it then?
Well, because
now you got everybody make up a story that makes sense.
I was talking. Did I ever tell you that they made a movie where Mickey Mouse and Dumbo were friends?
Good. Great save, Heather. Heather, how do you feel about these Alice in Wonderland Funko Pops? Now, I'm not a big Alice in Wonderland.
She's telling us.
Oh my God! What happened?
He's really mad.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you what happened. Microsoft Windows decided to just upgrade me in the middle of it so I could experience their new browser Edge.
Oh yeah. You know what's really crazy?
It's just like, hey, we took the liberty of upgrading to experience our new browser. It's like, you could have asked me. Consent.
Have fun.
This is an era of consent.
It is, you're right. Hold on. While we're on the topic of consent, we watched a movie last night. Mm-hmm. Have you seen it? It's called Good Boys.
Good Boys. Oh, with the kids, with the young children.
From the
yes,
makers of
I have
Superbad.
seen that one.
Oh my god! So they talk about consent in it. So that's where it popped up in my head. But
Heather loved the movie, by the way. She laughed the entire time.
If you guys have not seen Good Boys, it is worth the $7.99 on Vudu, in my opinion.
It's not that great. It's okay.
It is stupid funny. It's hilarious. I love it.
I don't know if I'll ever watch it again, personally.
Kate L., I don't hate Dumbo. Don't put words in my mouth.
Heather, why do you hate Dumbo?
We don't have to be friends, Kate.
Kate, I'm sorry that she would ever say something like that to you. And by the way, Heather, Alex,
no, this is her choice.
Alex said aloe vera was what you're looking for a burn. By the way, we had a whole show going, a whole song and dance going while you were gone.
Oh, great. I'm glad I missed it so I can experience this piece of shit browser I'm never going to use. Pardon my French.
Oh, McDonald's is live now, apparently.
What?
Yeah. McDonald's is live now. No, he's lying. Unless it went up and then it went down. I don't know.
He just wanted to see everybody scramble.
How dare you?
How dare you?
I'm ready on the
How
trigger.
dare you? I was trying to hunt together for the two people I was trying to help out.
Hey, no, I was trying to get it to sell it on eBay.
Oh, Heather's flipping.
I'm not
eBay. You can get $250.
I just want one.
You do want
one. Just one. Gonna be nice.
Okay, so
get just.
Let's keep this fun train going here. The one that Heather had to derail with her weird Good Boy story. So.
Oh, wait. Let me just tell you about this great new browser.
What
got forced upon me. It was unwarranted. Anyway, go ahead.
So there's Alice in Wonderland Funko Pops. One is Alice. One is the cat. What's the cat's name?
The Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat. And then there's what's his face?
The Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter.
Do you
in
know
the teacup.
Do you not know anything?
So those three Funko Pops, not so much for me. I'm not a fan. I've never been a big fan of Alice in Wonderland.
Ryan just said August Fools, the guy that said that McDonald's pasta.
It's the greatest thing ever, Ryan. You come in here and you say stuff like that. You watch all of the people that are streaming live to you look like complete idiots. You did a great job, by the way. That's fantastic. I'm going to rewatch this video just to see that again because I got to see it for myself.
Remember, it's not fun to make jokes. No one likes practical jokes.
You made Jason actually for real angry. He's mad at you right
now. You don't play with my McDonald's emotions. I have had years of that coursing through my veins, and it's made me sick. See?
Alex said,
I got that McAnger.
Alex said, I'm killing him right now because of Alice in Wonderland. I'm sorry, I'm not an Alice in Wonderland fan.
They did a very good job with the Wobblers way back when, based off the story. And I wound up finding all of the chases, and I never bought the production pieces. So there you go. Maybe I'll do that again this time.
Okay, so we have Alice in Wonderland, and then there's a picture of Mike Becker and Woody the Woodpecker sodas. How are we feeling about that?
He's cute, but I don't give a shit.
Other than like the ad icons, I'm not. I don't know about that one. I don't remember what it looked like actually. So that's why I don't know.
I am a really big horror fan, and I really hate the horror ones. I don't think they look good.
So the
I kind of like the cutesy characters.
Yeah.
The Woody the Woodpecker, the chase variant is like him going. It's like his mouth is like kind of off to the side and off center.
That was really weird.
It's weird. It looks like he's having a stroke.
It looks like it melted.
Yeah, well, like he had a stroke or something, and it's like medical issues woodpecker or something. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, it's funny.
Right.
I stood a little bit too close to a candle, so I'm a little sad.
I need to change my diet. Let's see. Dean Blockley said, "Never seen Jason in such a hurry." Anyone going to get the sesame seed bun umbrella from McDonald's site?
I want they had the giant French fry inflatable float.
Yes,
that's what I want.
Did you see our video about McDonald's? We posted one, and we actually have the.
I saw Mick Disappointment.
Mick Frustrated.
Mick Frustrated.
Yeah, but we have the sesame seed umbrella like photo in there, and it look. I mean, I'll be honest with you. If I were to buy an umbrella right now, I think that's the one I'd go for. Okay, and then we have the Jean Lafoot with the Chase soda, which is kind of cool, but not for me. Again, I'm not a big collector of the sodas personally.
Jason likes it. It's an ad icon. Also, what the hell is up with the Chase? Why is he a leprechaun and not a pirate anymore? And he's shaved.
Who are you talking about? Jean Lafoot?
Yeah.
Jeannie Lafooty? Why is he a leprechaun?
Yeah, he's wearing all green and he shaved his stubble on his beard.
And his hat is all purple. My assumption is that's the first time you ever see him. He is in that outfit, and then they changed him to look more like a pirate later. That's my guess. I don't know that for true fact.
We're gonna look it up.
Yeah, look it up. The Chase would have been better as a girl woodpecker. I believe her name is Wendy. Okay, that would have been cool. I would have liked that a little bit better. I think
it does look like it.
Yeah, it's the original one, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, because there he is
bank.
with the. It's a bank.
Yeah, I found a bank where he's all green with a purple hat.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's like his first version.
Back then, and you can a lot of the different color Hanna-Barbera characters overseas had a different color palette.
Hold on. Heather, go back. So he's on the front of a cinnamon crunch box, which I didn't even realize was ever a thing, and it's him
Jason
with
the
purple hat.
I see it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Him with the purple hat and the green shirt. So that must be what that's about. There you go. Boom. Boom.
It was just the old, like just different. And so that's like one of those little things that gets the old collectors in and keeps us there. Those weird references from the 60s and 70s.
Boom. Roasted.
Snowden, it's Winnie the Woodpecker, but she is adorable. Look, she's sassy.
How is it when they make the female versions of the characters, like Bugs Bunny, they're like kind of weirdly hot? You ever notice that?
So the Chase is Winnie the Woodpecker?
No. He's saying that it should be.
Oh, I see.
No. The one that we have is Woody the McStroke Woodpecker. Is what that is. Woody McStroke.
Candlestick Woody.
And then we have glow in the dark Michelangelo Chase with the regular one, and the glow one has like his mouth is like sort of open, where the regular one has his tongue out like he's licking his chops, which is weird because it's not. It doesn't. Because if you remember the toys, one of them had like a tongue sticking out, I think, or his teeth or something showing. This one is like
it was like this.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, exactly. It looked like a pirate or something. It looked like he was having a stroke. But I like that they put a glow-in-the-dark soda in here. I think that's cool. Mm-hmm. I'm down with that.
Glow's wonderful. Everything should glow.
I agree.
And I could use my little black light flashlight that I have to make it glow.
I love our black light flashlight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, partner. Keep on rolling, baby.
Oh, God.
There's your Limp Bizkit reference for the night.
Limp Bizkit! And then there's Batgirl.
I really wish I had a red hat.
Okay. All right.
That red hat is... Anyway.
Then we have Batgirl, where you get a chrome one. I don't care for Batgirl, so that particular soda doesn't do anything for me. There's another picture of Mike Becker. Man, he really likes those sodas, doesn't he? Let's see.
He did the commercial for it. And that commercial, soda. Those are great. It's a catchy tune.
It is.
Same with the Fun TV song. All the songs that he makes are great.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So here's what I'm looking forward to. Transformers G1. We're seeing Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. I was going to say Beetlejuice. I don't know why the hell I was saying that.
That's right. You're going to make me. I don't know.
Can I tell you how I feel about these?
Here we go. All right, go ahead.
I don't care.
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah, smelly boys.
I love G1. I'm so happy that we're finally getting even if it's retro versions of the character, if it falls in the retro line. I am so excited about these, and I hope this is leaving the door open for a lot more in the future. Because I want a Devastator 6-inch or 10-inch Funko Pop is what I want. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
And a Starscream. And a Megatron. I want a bunch of villains. Soundwave.
Whoa. Oh, let me write this down.
Yeah, can you write that down, please? Yeah, go ahead. Write this down. I want you to
writing it
listen
on
up.
the palm of my hand.
Galvatron. Come on. Huh?
What did he say his name was?
Galvatron.
I have no idea what's happening.
It's from the Transformers film. It's amazing. By the way, there's a new Transformers show.
On Netflix.
Season 1 on Netflix right now called Siege. And it is incredible. I mean, really, really good. I've been watching it with my son, and it has bits and pieces that only an adult would understand, and I love it. I think it's so great.
It's dark.
Very dark. You saw it?
I watched the trailer.
Oh, it's so
But we decided. But and I was going on one of my anti-Netflix rants last night because we watched. They had this documentary about the mob, and I was like, man. The preview to this looks amazing.
Yeah.
And then we're watching it, and I'm like, this follows nothing. Like, where's all that great stuff we saw? It's just a bunch of FBI people who didn't know how to do their job. Not again. I thought my screen froze again.
It did. You're okay.
I get very upset. I don't want to use that. I'm going to delete the browser. And how dare it suggest that I want to use it's unwarranted.
Real quick though, about that particular Netflix special or documentary, it was bad, and I love mob stuff. Big time mobster guy. I love Sopranos. I love all that stuff. So when I saw the trailer, I remember laying in bed with Heather, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! This is so amazing! I can't wait to see this." And I watched it. Heather fell asleep, and I thought I was going to die. It was just horrible. It was just the worst.
Finish it. We watched the first part. I'm just like, you know what? We're just going to chalk this up to a loss. I just don't care. I don't care what happens because if it took you an hour to not tell me anything other than a whole bunch of people saying F and F and F, and then playing audio of
the audio
phone calls that you couldn't hear, it was just and they would put it on. I said, are they saying that?
Right.
We don't know.
Right.
Terrible. It's like they watch McMillions and they're like, hey, we could probably make something worse. McMillions, this is really entertaining and it captivated you every second here. Why don't we not do that at all? And then interview a bunch of people. We'll like have them like they have people like standing like this. They're like, and I'm gonna now be interviewed. And we were like, they're in this part of the camera. And that's when we decided we were gonna have to go in there and pretend we were phone men. And they're
right.
What you call a phone company and they go to your actual phone and like look at it like. Are these guys stupid?
It's just horrible.
You're lying. That couldn't have. If anyone came in there and was just like, "Oh yeah, let me take a look at your telephone," I'd be like,
"It's just
you're obviously a rat."
Yeah, right. It's just the worst, and it was just not put together well. I don't know. It was so boring.
Did you like my gunshot noise there?
Yeah, it was really convincing.
Let's get through these Funko Pops real quick because I want to get to heroic nonsense. So. Monopoly.
Why didn't we just do heroic nonsense and this?
Because we're going to do this separately. So the Monopoly Funko Pops, not a big fan of either one of these. I love the Monopoly game, but I couldn't care less about the Funko Pops. How are we feeling, guys, before we get to heroic nonsense?
Love it.
Okay, Heather?
More Uncle Penny bags.
Heather?
They're okay.
Okay. Then we have Clue. I think they're great. Heather?
Yeah, they're cool. I wish there were more.
Oh my god.
Clue's not my thing. It's just not.
Okay. But so far, Jason and I are completely disagreeing with each other. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Popples. No. Let me just speak out before everybody else.
I already
love this. I love it. I think it's great.
I think it's stupid.
Sorry, I do.
I remember Popples. They were remember. Back then, they had girl toys and boy toys, and you could not have the other because you got questioned or something. I think your parents got locked. Back then, your parents got locked up if you bought a girl toy for a boy. What's wrong with him? You better sit there and punch him in the face so he mans up. It's 80s parenting. If your child picks up a Barbie doll and it's a boy, slap him in the head.
Right.
And that's that. No, I don't care about Popples. I mean, I remember the Popples. I remember the commercials. I don't need a Popple.
See, we are totally disagreeing with each other. I think this is great, personally. That's where I'm at.
I like the chase. I think the chase is brilliant. With being half poppled.
Yes.
Mid pop.
And then we have Mrs. Potato Head and Furby.
Furby, yeah.
Okay. Well, Jason said nah to all that. Well, that's great.
He's still gonna wind up with all of them.
I think now the one thing about Cavity Sam, years and years ago, it was the same night that Becker announced to everybody he was selling the company to Brian. They had like a little highlight reel of things that never made it, and Cavity Sam Wobbler was one of those things, and it was beautiful. And when they showed it, the 150 people that were there for Fun Days, just picture that, 150 people for Fun Days.
Oh my God.
And you just hear this, oh, come on, that would have been awesome. The groans everywhere, but they had a deal and it didn't go through, and it's a shame. Can I just say before we start going into heroic nonsense, I made a cover photo of where it's like Jason and it's like he's like larger than Heather and I. In the video, that's exactly what's happening. I didn't realize it until now. Look how small we are in comparison to Jason in his video. He's much closer to the camera. So my photo that I came up with as the cover shot is like perfect. Look at that. Heather? I'll just go, how's this?
Well, now it doesn't make any sense. You have to get closer.
Yeah.
Well, no, forget it. I'm just, you know what? I like leaning. I got a wall here.
I do not like that my whole plan has been thwarted by you.
Ooh, okay. So Snowden says, do you think there will be a metallic chase of the Transformers? I don't know, but that would be cool.
That would be logical, I think.
Yeah.
Or
just logical if that was the comment.
Hold on, let me say this. That would be prime. All right, go ahead.
Or let me throw this out there. Battle damaged.
Ooh. Huh?
Or Optimus Prime with the Matrix on the inside.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm being fondled.
Bumblebee chase with the Oh, no. The Bumblebee chase should absolutely be in Cliff Jumper color.
Oh, yes, like the mess up in the cartoon.
And if you were there, you know what I'm talking
about.
That's right. You just went, yes.
Ryan said metallic no, probably only flocked. Funko gets it right all the time.
Hey, you know what? I talked a lot of crap about that flocked Iceman, but then I actually got to hold it and look at it. It's really cool.
Really?
So
is it it's freezer burnt?
Yeah, I take it all back. It's cool. I mean, no pun, but yeah.
No, it's a pun.
Just heads up to everybody out there before we get into heroic nonsense.
No, I have something else.
We are currently 4 subs away from 3,000. Okay.
Oh man, I'm starving. So what kind of subs are we getting?
Well, listen, turkey and cheese. Turkey and cheese.
Oh, sorry.
You don't like the turkey, huh?
Chicken cheesesteak, hold the mayo, which would be weird because you'd be like, what am I doing with that?
What a tall order. Heather, what do you have to say as your final thing before we get into heroic nonsense?
It's actually a comment that we got. Click my vid said Cavity Sam glow in the dark nose.
That's actually really good.
If the glow in the dark was red.
That is really good.
Only if it's red.
Or if they made it where they had a light up variant. That would be cool too.
That would be super cool.
Wait, every time.
Oh no! Not again! He froze again!
Oh no!
Oh no! It's updating his.
That Microsoft Edge is here.
So. Oh no, Jason! It can't be happening. Well, good. Well, at least we didn't start heroic nonsense. So, Tristan Top Pops is here. He's asking, what other retro toys would you like to see? Heather, you've already mentioned Polly Pocket. I said Mighty Max. I would personally really like to see the Centurions. I happen to love those toys when I was a kid, and a lot of people probably don't remember even what they were, but they were really cool figures. I like those figures. I don't know. what kind of retro toys? You know, I'm surprised that they didn't make like a Tickle Me Elmo sort of toy, because that was a very popular one. Would you agree, Heather?
Yeah, but they did make a regular Elmo.
They did, but the Tickle Me Elmo, they could make it in like the same kind of shape that the Tickle Me Elmo came in when you purchased it. Is Jason saying anything, or did he?
No.
He's not saying anything. I would imagine. Oh, are we too loud? Were we too loud? Oh, sorry.
Loud. Sorry, guys.
Can you guys hear us okay? I hope you can hear us. Because so the thing is that when we go back and forth from being connected to somebody on Skype, the sound is different. Sorry, guys. We don't mean it for it to be so loud. It's because when he left, it changes everything. Our whole setup gets changed and flipped upside down. And I need to realize that and shut up for a minute so we can fix it.
You don't know how to shut up.
You're right, I don't.
Ever.
So if we can get Jason back here, our plan is to do Heroic Nonsense Podcast. And if you do not know what that is, I'll tell you what it is. It's a podcast that we do with Jason on a weekly basis where we talk about anything and everything. We cover toys. We cover things that's happening in our lives. We cover movies, TV shows, food, you name it. We cover it, and it's a lot of fun. You can find all of our very past episodes on Anchor.fm. You can find it on Google Play, Apple iTunes, pretty much anywhere a podcast can be found. Highly recommend you go and check it out, but I want to let you know now it is explicit, so there's a lot of curse words involved, sometimes more than you would expect, because we talk about a lot of stuff like poop. Somehow poop always comes up. So we talk about that kind of stuff. So if you want a fun podcast where we get crazy, go and check that out. Top Pop says Hunger Hippos. That would be really great. I think that would be kind of cool. I'm trying to think of other characters from board games that would be cool. One always comes to mind for me is Mousetrap. I remember loving Mousetrap as a kid, but I never actually played it. I just played with the board, like the set that it came with. I always loved the set.
And it was always such a pain to set it up. Like, it was such a hard thing to do.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I was, like, this big when it came out, so I just didn't... I almost fell.
Where are you going?
I almost fell on the floor.
It looks like somebody said Freddy Funko holding a Rubik's Cube. That's a great idea.
That'd be
because
cool.
You can't make a Rubik's Cube Funko Pop. That would be kind of goofy, right? Because it would be basically a Rubik. I mean, unless they made it work.
Hold on. Adam has said like 5 times that he wants Cavity Sam to vibrate.
If it had a button or something. Oh, Dean Blockley, Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yeah.
That's great. I like that.
No, listen, though. He's like really adamant on it vibrating.
Is there a reason?
Well, because he buzzes.
No, I get that, but I mean, why does he want it so bad? Is it just because?
Because it would be something unique, and because, you know, he vibrates when you like touch the edges.
Okay. Well.
But it's just like a funny thing.
One that I really want is My Pet Monsters, and they're making
I don't know what that is.
My Pet Monsters, they're making a mystery mini of it. I think I have a picture here I can show. So My Pet Monsters was this thing, and it came with those cool like handcuffs, and they broke. And I remember playing with the handcuffs. Okay, are we back now?
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Oh my god.
What happened?
Same thing happened again, but
What
I switched
happened to your Oh, you switched computers?
Yes.
Is that why your color is different? Your color's different.
It is?
Yeah.
It actually looks good. Like, it looks better than before, I think.
Hold on. I can make it
Well,
bright.
no,
I can't make it any brighter, but I can change the...
No, I like the other way. You look like you're looking into the sun.
Like I'm in a Rite Aid. Ready?
Yeah.
I'm in a Rite Aid. How you doing, everybody? Oh, now I'm in a prison cell. Look, I'm in a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah.
You want to know how I got these scars?
So Alex Arnowitz is agreeing with me. My Pet Monsters, I want to see a Funko Pop of it, not just a mystery mini. And apparently they're making a flocked mystery mini of this particular character. So that's cool.
Mystery mini, you say?
Yes, that's what I heard.
Oh boy.
So I want that. That is like the only retro mystery mini that I think I want.
I want to go to there.
I want to go to there too. Okay. So I explained what Heroic Nonsense is. Since you left, we have lost viewers, then we gained viewers, then we lost some viewers again. So it's because tonight is so wild.
Everybody likes you, Jason.
Everybody loves you, Jason. They want you. They want you.
Everybody wants swole. That was a Billy Squire reference.
Hey, I have to ask you, what's on your shirt?
It is a hot dog with a smoking gun.
Why?
Mm.
I like it.
I have no idea why it says that.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering if, like, I needed to watch a movie or something.
No, it's a threadless shirt from years ago, and their old shirts that they used to put out last forever. And I think I purchased this back in. It's probably a 15-year-old shirt, 15 or 16 years old, for 14 to 15 years old. But it's an awesome shirt. I love it. I love it a lot. And their old shirt, I still have like an entire, probably half a closet full of threadless shirts.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and the only thing I collect more than Funko is shirts.
Me too. I have a lot of shirts. It's crazy.
It's pretty awful, actually.
So,
it's awful.
Somebody mentioned Street Sharks is something they would like to see in Funko Pop form in the future. So that's I'm with you on that one as well. I would like to see Street Sharks.
By the way, the shirt is called the Diabolical Hot Dog.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, and I don't believe it's available any longer on Threadless, but...
You know who he reminds me of?
What's that?
Number 2 from Austin Powers.
Yes. Agreed.
Dean said, tell Wes to subscribe again so they can reach 3K.
Okay. And now we got to get this thing started. Let's see how.
What are we starting?
The podcast.
Oh,
I know it's late. It's 9:30, and we're still setting up the podcast. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start this. You know what? Let me use the restroom. You guys talk for a second. Let me just pee real quick.
Oh my gosh, this night's never gonna end.
Oh, Heather, show what an anonymous sender sent us.
No, I'm not doing that because it ruins a video.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Here, look, they can already see it. Can you explain?
Oh, this.
Yes.
Yeah, we got hot heat barely.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, we didn't make a video on this. I thought Chris was talking about something else. Yeah, I am really excited to have him. I think more than Chris, but I really like him.
I like it. That's very cool. Those things have become very, very popular.
Yeah, I think the simplicity is what catches people's eyes. I like him.
Yeah, it's the same way with the similar to Chomp. It's like Chomp's cousin or something, maybe.
Yeah, except like by marriage, because they don't look anything alike.
They're in-laws.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah, that's...
they're third cousins or something, very similar to that. So am I too dark? Like, how is this? Or am I just?
No, you look good. I was just making. I was wondering why the hell you look different. I was like, were you fooling around with your settings when you could have been calling us on Skype?
No, I ran upstairs to get the power cord to the other computer, and I guess I lost a whole bunch of weight in that time period. That's all that happened. So yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you guys had a fun conversation without me. So that's cool. I heard it from the restroom.
It's glorious.
I'm glad you had a really good
Heather
pee
basically
me.
said that she wanted the barely more than me, which is really messed up because that's not true at all.
No, I said I think I'm more excited about it.
I am more excited about it.
I think I am more excited.
Okay, you know what? Just give me my bears. Okay, thanks.
Give me my bear. Give me my burrs.
We're gonna go ahead and get this thing. So, I wanted Alex to be on here tonight with us for the podcast. Dang it! How did we not work that out?
You messed up.
We did. I don't know how we messed this up. Well, Alex will have to come on the next one.
Alex, can you be on with us next week?
Yeah, can you be on with us next week and we talk about things and stuff, please?
Thanks.
Talk
about things.
Thanks.
By the way, if you go to your local Barnes & Noble, they're having a 2 for $10 pop sale on anything $14.99 or below.
Ooh.
I heard.
And my store had been picked over.
Yeah,
so there wasn't much left.
Too.
You ever have anybody that calls it Barnes and Nobles and Best Buys? They call it Best Buys?
Buys Barnes and Nobles or Barnes and No Balls.
No balls.
I got the best. Yeah, I'm going to Targets and Kmart's.
Alex just gave us a very unsure.
It says sure with a question mark.
Agreement.
Sure?
Did you not tell Alex that you were thinking about having him on?
No, I didn't at all. Nope. Because I thought we were going to reach out to him and say, "Hey, come on with us," and we just never did it.
I forgot. You probably were telling me yesterday while I was in
Yeah.
the middle of dealing with the other stuff that was going on yesterday.
we do love you, Alex. I got to say that.
Yeah.
We do.
Jason, do you know when that sale ends at Barnes and Noble?
I guess when everything's gone, because it makes me feel that what they're doing is getting out. It seems like they're getting out. They're selling their whole collection.
Oh, they're pissed about the McDonald's drop too.
Yeah, they're really they Barnes, not so much as Nobles was more pissed off about it.
Oh.
Nobles was like, you know what, I'm getting rid of the whole collection, and Barnes is like, dude, come on, and he's like, nope, not doing it. I couldn't get my thing. I wanted my thing, and I have to wait. Oh no, we're selling it.
F you. He said I'm all in. So good.
But I did get this.
You son of a b! I really want that one too.
You can get as many as you want for 2 for $10. So
did they still have some at your store of that?
Oh, they had plenty. They had a whole bunch.
Are you going to go by there anytime soon?
Maybe.
If you do, I really want one of those. Seriously. I'm not joking. I just don't have one of those stores nearby. Every store is like at least like 30 minutes away from me.
Well, Barnes and Noble actually, today was the last day of their Criterion sale, where all their Criterion discs were half off, and I did some damage on that one. So damage.
Okay, one more question, Heather, for you, and then we're going to get into heroic nonsense because we have to. We're up against the ropes here.
Oh, I
Heather,
already answered it.
When's the new Heather Gastlecast start?
It's starting. I'm hopefully going to be recording this week. I hope. I don't know. We're having a weird thing with the guests that I wanted to be my first.
Can you tell them what this thing is about now?
No,
because I think
not
we're
yet.
there.
Not yet. I want to record it. I want to record multiple episodes to see how everything goes because I don't want to sell it as something that it's not. Because I have no idea what direction this podcast is going to take. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to talk too much about it, but right. I do want to record this week. I'm waiting for graphics. I have somebody working on a logo for me. And then hopefully, I'm hoping by the 3rd week of August, it'll be released, if not sooner. But I don't like to promise it. I thought it was going to be like a lot quicker than this, but I ran into some bumps in the road. And I still haven't done what I'm supposed to do for the podcast.
What's the frequency, Heather?
What frequency?
What's the frequency, Heather?
I think Ryan's making a joke, but how often will you be dropping these episodes?
How often? I'm thinking about once a week.
Okay, there you go. Boom. All right, so Going Ghost, hello, and I don't know how to pronounce your name, buddy, but it's Tirayo Games. Is asking if we talked about the Dark Zucco Funko Pop. No, we have not.
No, I don't know what that is. The glow in the dark.
Dark Zucco, that's probably an anime character.
Oh, Snowden said it's going to be great. Can't wait. Snowden has a little bit of insider information. Maybe if you bribe him, he will let you know.
You know what? That's a really messed up move, Heather. We have a lot of friends here that love all the things that we do. They follow us and they ride or die with us. And then you're not going to tell them what's happening with you?
There's actually a few people in the chat that do know what's happening.
Okay, good.
And so does Jason.
Okay, let's.
If you offer these people something good, they might tell you.
Okay. Yeah, like if anyone's just like, "Hey, Jason, McDonald's 5-pack," I'm gonna spill my guts out.
This is exactly what Heather is doing.
All right, we're now 3 subscribers away from 3,000.
What happens when somebody unsubscribes?
I don't know, but we're going to test here for a second. Test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Testing.
Oh, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Perfect.
Testing.
The levels are perfect. I
want to finish. 1, 2, 3.
Excellent.
Thank you.
All right, so levels are perfect.
Commitment.
Show him.
All right, and
show him who's boss.
Ride and live. Ride or die. Ride and live. Okay, so here we go. Did I say ride or die? Ride and die. Okay. Okay, here we go. Heroic Nonsense is about to begin. Oh, I got to put up the banner. So it makes sense.
Michael Petrino says, I know what's happening. I accept PayPal.
Boom. All right, here we go. Me. All right. Welcome to Heroic Nonsense. I'm Chris.
I'm Heather.
And I'm Yason.
Oh.
That's right. I'm Yason now. It's a slow J.
I like that.
Yeah, I feel like the Yason, the slow J sounds like a drink. Like what do
It
you
sure
have?
does.
I'll have the slow J. Make it a little bit quicker though. That's slow. It's not so slow. So that's all I got.
So you just really wanna drink right now, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm
Just make it
not gonna
quicker.
have anything. I've left my water upstairs, so I left my water and my water both upstairs. So we're
Oh,
not gonna.
not both.
Yeah, no water. The only thing I have close by is like whiskey, and I don't think that's not going to quench any thirst that I'm having currently.
I think it would make life more fun, though.
I think it would be a little bit more colorful here, but we don't need to be colorful. As I swing you like that? I'm gonna swing the little cord back.
I like that sometimes too.
So I hate to break the news to you, but slow J does sound like a sexual move of some sort.
It
like
does.
I got the best slow J last night. It was fantastic.
It is. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't wish that on anybody. I don't think.
I want the slow J's.
So what I did today, I watched Batman Forever.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that I watched the movie Batman Infinite Timeline. Like I didn't watch it forever.
Right.
But I watched the movie Batman Forever.
Okay.
And that this year is the 25th anniversary.
Okay.
Is that hard to believe?
Yes. That was a movie.
It's very hard to believe.
That was a movie I loved when I was a kid. And as an adult, I just could not stand because I didn't realize how far away it was from the Batman and Batman Returns, which were both really, really good films. In my opinion, even today, Batman Forever is one of those movies that is literally trapped in that time bubble, right?
Yes.
It didn't really, I don't know. It's like watching it now, it looks so old and aged, whereas Batman and Batman Returns do not. To me.
It's a very, like, Jim Carrey is very, like, over... I don't know. It was a vehicle for Jim Carrey, right?
Yes.
So you have Jim Carrey doing his Jim Carrey things as expected, and it was not the Riddler. It was Jim Carrey's take on the Riddler. And then for whatever reason, Two-Face as Tommy Lee Jones with Half Pimp, and then the two girlfriends and the weird obsession with the coin and the weird hamburger face is super like campy. It's colorful, and like it looks lovely. And Robin was tad of a badass in that one, dare I say.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah. And then, everything went to hell with the movie which shall not be named, which I almost bought the Batman today, the Funko Pop of the Clooney Batman and the weird outfit, but I said, no, I don't like that movie. I'm not supporting
With the nipples. That's the one with the nipples in it.
Well, but yeah, Batman Forever, he had nipples.
Did he really?
In his first, Val Kilmer's first Bat outfit in there were nipples. When he got the remade one, it didn't. But then Robin had nipples instead. Yeah. And of course, the line that still lands even to this day was "Holy rusted metal, Batman!" What? The metal? It's not rusted so much; it's got holes in it. Oh.
Yes.
But Val Kilmer, excellent Batman. I think it's underrated. His Bruce Wayne's a little whatever, but like when he puts that mask on, he has those big, like, he had the bat jaw. Like he looked good in the outfit.
Looked okay. I don't know. I was never a big fan of his Batman, and of course George Clooney always
weren't a Bat fan.
Well, yeah. Well, George Clooney to me was a really odd choice altogether. I never even his Bruce Wayne sucked. Like there was nothing good about that particular Batman.
To give life, that's true power. Hey, freeze! The heat is on. I'm Batman.
Right. In Batman Forever, apparently Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones hated each other.
I could see that.
They, I think Tommy Lee Jones was more. Apparently, like Tommy Lee Jones is a huge dick when it comes to like movies and like dealing with other actors. Like he's like a big diva. Apparently, I can sort of see that. Because he plays, most of the time, he plays that kind of character anyway. So maybe they're just playing like, okay, Tommy Lee Jones, go out, run out there, just be Tommy Lee Jones.
Mm-hmm. And that was like, Tommy Lee Jones was having that big, like, peak of his career from Under Siege, Blown Away, and like all those, The Fugitive.
Yep.
I honestly, I believe that movie, Batman Forever, was beneath him as an actor. Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna be Two-Face. You're gonna be Harvey Dent. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but listen,
we're gonna give you this weird pink half face. All right, whatever.
But it makes him more well known with the younger crowd. Number one. Number two, it also gives a possibility of the role being replayed in another film. So it just establishes him as a different kind of actor. Like he can play in serious films, right? But then he can also play in films that are campy and fun and goofy, like Batman Forever. I mean, I don't think it was such a bad choice for him, so to speak. I mean, I think it just didn't work out for him. But I think he could have played in a comic book movie and did really well. Captain America, First Avenger, which he did a really good job in.
He could have been the Thing.
He could have been the Thing.
Like, it looks like Tommy Lee Jones a little bit.
It does.
You know, if you've been, this is my happy face. You know, Tommy Lee Jones. You were a star of Batman Forever. You finally got to see it at the premiere. What'd you think? I don't care.
The best part of Captain America First Avenger is where Tommy Lee Jones brings in a steak to feed one of the villains, and he decides to eat it himself while he's talking to the villain, which is such a great scene to me.
You know, I wonder if that in production, like, he just decided to eat it because he was hungry. No, I miss craft services, so I go ahead and eat this steak now.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Because
he just did.
Some of these actors, they do just play into whatever the moment might be. And
it was his version of like Joaquin Phoenix going into the refrigerator in Joker. Like that was Tommy improvised all that stuff right there. He was hungry.
Wait a minute, so him getting inside the refrigerator was improvised?
In Joker, yeah, they just started filming him, and he started doing the scene, and he like takes all the stuff out of the fridge and climbs in it, and they're like, okay, I guess that's what he wants to do with that part.
That is crazy. I mean, that's awesome in my opinion, but that is crazy.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's probably not I mean, it's great to watch him work, but I'm pretty sure it's a handful to film. You're just like, what's he gonna do? Okay, I guess he's gonna climb in the fridge.
Oh my God.
But yeah, the movie itself just didn't hold up. With the exception of course, Kiss from a Rose, which was only featured in the credits.
Oh my God, the Seal song.
He compares me to a kiss from a rose on the gray. So you also have the soundtrack was great. The U2 song "Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me."
Yeah. So K&L Collectibles, who's in the live chat because we are live right now on YouTube. I don't think I mentioned that. He also He also mentioned that the soundtrack was awesome.
Chris Candy, who's John Candy's son, tweeted, actually, oddly enough, as I was watching the movie, he's tweeting and he said the Batman Forever soundtrack's a slapper.
Wow.
A slap in the bass.
A slap in the bass. Mark of Excellence says Robert Downey Jr. and the Blueberries and Avengers. So that's something I totally forgot about, but I remember that one. Him eating the blueberries and all that kind of jazz. That was just him doing it. He just happened to have blueberries like on set and stuff.
He just wanted the superfruits.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a superfood. I have to eat this. And he was probably just like, I'm going to eat this. I don't care. You know who likes to eat a lot in his movies? Brad Pitt. And there's actually, if you go on YouTube, someone made like a compilation of every time Brad Pitt just eats something in a movie. He's just always shoving food in his face. And then when you watch it like that, he really does.
Yeah.
He really does in every single movie. And my wife had pointed that out to me previous to them making this. She's like, he's always eating, and it's always disgusting. He just eats. He just always shoved, because we were watching Ocean's 11, and he's just shoving food in his mouth. And she's like, God, he just does it all the time. I was like, does he? She's like, yeah, go watch his other movies. And there he is.
That is really interesting, because I mean, I'm not a huge Brad Pitt fan, so I guess maybe that might be why I didn't notice.
Mm-hmm.
But now you make me want to go back and kind of check that out.
Oh, he's dreamy. I always picture Brad Pitt smells like outside and cigarettes, but not like bad, like, oh, did you just smoke? It's just like, oh, that guy smokes, yeah.
Oh, so he's as cool as his smells are.
Yeah, Smelzar.
He just smells
Smelzar
cool.
sounds like a 1980s or 70s space villain. Look out, it's Smelzar.
So I don't think that he would smell like cigarettes. I feel like he would smell like an aged cigar. That's what I'm thinking.
An of-age cigar?
Of age.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. So, but Batman Forever did not hold up for me at all. It's just, like you said, it felt like a product of its time. I feel that way a lot about the prequels to Star Wars too. They feel like they were definitely made in that era, and like the effects hold them back, and the just everything holds it into that particular time and place. But let me ask you, what are some movies that you loved? And again, I loved it. I had the movie poster on my wall. I was obsessed with Jim Carrey, like everybody was at that time, because Jim Carrey was like the biggest comedian in the world. But what movie didn't hold up for you that you loved as a kid and you swore that like, oh, this is going to be great, and you watch it now and you're just like, this isn't very good at all. This is, quite frankly, this is a terrible movie.
So one for me, and this is probably going to knock a lot of people out of their chairs, but it honestly, it's my true opinion.
Well, I'm standing, so I'll be good.
So the original X-Men film from the year 2000, I was a teenager then. I think I was 16 or so I wasn't a kid. But that is one movie that does not hold up for me at all. I tried watching it not too long ago, and it does absolutely nothing for me.
It's the hairstyles too.
Hairstyles.
It's Hugh Jackman's hairstyles and like everybody's look in that it suffered, and it's a shame because everybody was apparently tortured on the set by Bryan Singer. So the Predator, Bryan Singer.
Oh God, Bryan Singer. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of him.
No.
Yeah, that's one movie that stands out. Heather, do you have any films that just doesn't stand up for you nowadays? Like you used to love it, but now it's like, eh.
You know, it's funny because I've been thinking about this ever since Jason told us to think about it. And I know there's like at least a handful, but for whatever reason, whenever I'm asked a direct question, I have a hard time. Like I'll remember as soon as we end the podcast.
You're like, oh, yeah, The Godfather. I used to love it as a kid, but now it's like,
so
I'm more of a GF3 fan, so
I'll give you one, and this is going to bother a lot of people too. The Crow.
Ooh.
I never saw that.
The Crow does nothing for me. In fact,
I haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah, I don't know. That does nothing for me. A lot of Jean-Claude Van Damme films. When I was a kid, Jean-Claude Van Damme of my time when I was growing up, that was almost like my Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like most of his like Arnold was still releasing movies, but not like his classic movies. Mm-hmm. At the time that I was growing up, it was like Jean-Claude Van Damme was a big thing. Universal Soldier, Lionheart, the one where he plays his twins.
Double Impact.
Double Impact. Yeah. Those movies do not hold up at all. I tried to watch Lionheart not too long ago, and holy shit. I mean, it is literally encapsulated in its time.
You can't talk crap about Universal Soldier to me, though, because
go
ahead.
No, that's not a movie I would say is like bad, as far as like Lionheart is. I think Universal Soldier is okay. I don't have no problem with it. The problem with Universal Soldier are the sequels. The sequels were such trash.
Oh, one with Goldberg.
Oh, dude, I don't know what they were thinking.
We watched it because Goldberg was in it, and the funniest, we cracked up laughing because there's this scene where Goldberg, who is one of the robot, like the cyborg soldiers, and he like falls into this truck, and he just goes, "Oh shit!" Boom. And to this day, we still, whenever we say, "Oh shit," we just say it like that. Yeah, those weren't good. I don't count those though. I like to take it all by itself. And Universal Soldier, of course, had the great last line after he throws Dolph Lundgren into the wood chipper.
Yeah,
and she's like, "Where is he?" "Oh, around."
Yeah, around.
I'm a robot. I'm out of breath.
Right. I'll tell you one big time is Heather has hers, by the way. One for me is Virtual. Was it Virtual Cop? I can't remember what it's called. It was a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Time Cop.
Yeah. Time Cop. That movie does not age well at all.
What about Sudden Impact, the hockey one?
Sudden Impact.
Yeah, it was the hockey movie, and like Powers Booth was the main bad villain in that one, but there was a scene where they're fighting, like the end fight scene was where they're fighting in a helicopter, and the helicopter comes and crashes down through the center of the hockey arena, and it looked like someone had a really bad graphic from 1995, and the helicopter was like this, and this computer graphic just straight crashes down without moving. It's a helicopter which has moving blades, which would cause it to do this, but it just goes right down the center and then explode the entire arena. So there you go. So that never held up to begin with.
We have a couple of people in the
Let's hear it.
Chat section.
But I want to hear Heather's first.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Heather.
So mine is a DCOM Disney Channel original movie.
Oh god damn
For
it.
all
I don't
of
even
you,
know what that is. Go ahead.
All of you that don't know.
I would say 100% of the population in the chat.
So Disney Channel original movies were the bomb in the 90s.
Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
Smart House was a movie that featured the woman that married Ron Perlman in Sons of Anarchy.
Peggy
Bundy as well. Yes.
Yeah.
She was, so it was this this inventor invented what was called a smart house. Did I already say that it's called Smart House?
Yes.
Okay,
I
good.
keep hearing the word smart house.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I'm really excited about this. So it was made in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
It's about an inventor, like I said, that makes a smart house, and then these people win it, right? So this smart house, it like makes them food, it sets alarms, like on their walls, they get like scenes. Like I remember, I think it was like the like preteen or teenage boy, he gets like a island scene on his wall, so he's just like chilling on an island, but really he's in his bedroom. All sorts of stuff. But then towards the end of the movie, the smart house becomes like real. She's like a hologram, and it's Peggy Bundy / Ron Perlman's wife in Sons of Anarchy. But the graphics are absolutely terrible.
The special effects, you mean?
Yeah, whatever. Special effects.
Whatever? That's exactly what we're talking. What do you mean whatever? You can't just throw that to the whatever it's called.
It's a bunch of bullshit. And it pisses me off because it came out in 99 and Titanic came out 2 years prior. And Titanic's graphics, special effects, so much better than smart houses. I mean, granted, they were working on a made-for-TV film budget, but it's so disappointing because it's called Smart House, so it's about this technology-driven house, and they couldn't even make it look good. It's stupid.
So you'd like that as a kid, but then rewatching it, you did not. You've rewatched it at a later time.
I still liked it, but it definitely didn't hold up.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like when I recommend certain movies to you guys, and I'm just like, "Oh, this is the best." You're just like, "It's really bad." I'm like, "Well, I like it."
That's only
not everybody's gonna like the same thing, right?
What's her name is an underpants.
Oh, we're talking about cuffs.
Yeah,
so if you got that on your bingo card, there you go.
Yeah, Heather liking the underpants thing again. Talking about the underpants. Heather loves that scene too. Okay, so let's see. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Dean Blockley put a bunch of he's winking, so he's making fun of me because he knows my favorite film of all time.
I'm surprised how well that is held up.
True Lies holds up so well. K&L Collectible says Phoenix Hogan says Space Camp it's just stupid.
Space Camp?
Yeah, it's an old movie. I remember watching it in school a lot when I was a kid. No offense to Brandon Lee, but I never liked that movie. It always felt cheap, and then I found they didn't complete it all, really. Ryan Skywalker says regarding The Crow. I was never a big fan.
They made a big deal about because Brandon Lee died in production
during the film
with the gun.
That's right.
Which how do you mess that up?
I have no idea.
Like an actual bullet. There was like shrapnel or something that flew out of there and just hit him, and they thought he was messing around.
To me, it sounds like something planned. But I mean, I don't know how much of an investigation. I'm sure they did a huge investigation, but that sounds like BS to me.
Yeah, it's awful. It was like in the Twilight Zone when the helicopter crash killed those actors.
Right.
It's awful. Like, you're just like, Jesus God Almighty. But in the beginning of The Crow, there's a scene where he's walking in like the rain, the shadows, when he's like becoming the Crow, and they have this shot in the light with his face that they did with the best they could do in 1996 or whenever that came out to make that look like Brandon Lee.
Yeah, it wasn't good. None of it.
Yeah.
And then we have somebody saying Lawnmower Man didn't hold up well, and that's true.
Because virtual reality does not look like that these days.
No, it does not. Somebody is correcting Heather and saying
Gemma Teller and
Katie Seagal is the real actress's name.
I am really bad at thinking of things on the spot. Sorry, guys. I know her name. Well, not in that moment, but I do. I promise.
Lawnmower Man, I tell you, the one thing that does stick with me, first of all, one of Pierce Brosnan's like earliest American movies before he became James Bond. But like whenever I'm in a room and like more than one telephone rings, I always think of that last scene in that movie.
Oh God, you're bringing up a scene of a movie that I haven't watched probably.
Well, at the end, because Job throughout the entire thing is just like, when I go live, when I get into the system, into the grid, and become everywhere, I will make my presence known by making all the phones in the world ring at once. And then like at the end where they're like leaving the house, all the phones in the house ring at the same time, and that's where it kind of ends, like on that shock note. Yeah. So whenever I'm like in an office and like all 4 lines ring at once, I'm just like Lawnmower Man, and I'm the only one who understands. Much like right now, I am the only one who gets that reference. So
somebody said Jeepers Creepers, which I haven't watched that in a long time, but I used to love Jeepers Creepers. Although the guy who made Jeepers Creepers is a complete disgusting perv asshole.
Who's that?
It was a guy who was
Chris?
involved in child pornography.
Oh, never mind, not Chris.
Yeah, I mean, crying out loud.
No. Not Chris.
Easy there, Hoss.
Easy.
He was involved in a lot of weird stuff. Apparently, I think
I
it was child pornography or rape or something. Like there was something really not good going on.
Yeah,
and he was a piece of shit.
I remember that.
And what's worse is that he made the first and second one, and then somehow he got a crowd-funded part 3 made. And a lot of people didn't want it made, so it wasn't very popular, and a lot of people didn't buy it. It was a whole thing.
I'm looking at Victor Salva. Is that the guy?
I guess. Whoever was behind Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, he looks. Ugh.
Yeah,
he was behind some other stuff too.
Yeah, he was behind a bunch of weird stuff.
Yeah, he looks. You know what? I looked at a picture of him they have up on the Google there, and he looks like somebody that would be involved in that. So. Eek.
Yeah.
Awful.
So those are the movies that I can think of off the top of my head. Anything with Jean-Claude Van Damme other than your precious what is it?
Hard Target.
Oh God, dude, Hard
Target is the best, the absolute best. It's quintessential Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Look at his hair.
In addition, what?
Look at his hair.
His mullet, whatever. His
mullet is out of friggin' control. Are you kidding me?
That was very. If he was a wrestler at the time, he would have been very popular. It's a Shawn Michaels dude.
I have to show Heather what he looks like in Hard Target.
Chance Boudreaux. And by the way, that also starred the great Wilford Brimley now, who passed away last night.
Poor Wilford Brimley.
That's a shame. And his character in Hard Target was one of the best as well.
That's good.
You have Wilford Brimley riding a horse. You have Jean-Claude Van Damme. You have John Woo's first American movie. There was so much going for that. And there was like a rough cut, like director's cut that had more violence in it that was apparently shown in like overseas market, but the edited version for the US was cut down. They cut down the violence. And I have a bootleg video cassette of this, and it's wonderful. And I really wish they would have released it. It's like got 20 extra minutes of guns and gore. It's wonderful.
Ooh.
Wonderful.
Jean-Claude Van Damme and Steven Seagal films do not hold up well, typically. How about Under Siege? Under Siege was a movie that my dad, when it first came out, he really liked that movie. But
Tommy Lee Jones. That's right. I mean,
it's hard. And it was before What's-His-Face got into a car accident, too.
Gary Busey.
Yeah.
Gary Busey. It was just a bunch of them making noise. It was Steven Seagal just going, ah. Gary Busey going, ah. And Tommy Lee Jones going, ah.
Oh,
that was Under Siege and Moans.
Going Ghost says, what was the name of, I guess, the film with Arnold and Sinbad fighting over the toy for Christmas?
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way with Turbo Man. I'm not sure if he's saying that that's one of those movies or not, but Jingle All the Way was always a very bad movie. It was never very good. So...
Oh, it's a horrible lesson in it too.
Like there's just the worst.
The only good at the end is where the kid, which I'm guessing is the precursor to a Funko fanatic, he gave some other kid the Turbo Man doll that his dad almost got arrested and died for. Ungrateful little shit.
Right.
So he did. It's just like, Jake Lloyd, I want to get the future Anakin Skywalker. I want to give it to him because my dad's already Jamie. I'm your dad. I'm Turbo Man. Jamie.
Those are my cookies.
Put the cookie down.
Those are my cookies.
I'm not a pervert. I just want a Turbo Man doll.
Yeah, so I don't know if we're talking about movies that just no longer, like movies that are old and still set in a time. Like I don't know, like as an example, the original Terminator is set in the 80s, and it's obviously 80s the entire film. The music in it's 80s. It's a lot of synth. It has a lot of 80s like kind of special effects in it, but the movie is still brilliant and holds up very, very well. And I guess it may be more of a snapshot in time, whereas Batman Forever is just like, I don't know, like for me, like the mid 90s up into, I don't know, like the mid 2000s, there's a lot of movies that were released in that time that just don't hold up very well at all.
How about The Net with Sandra Bullock? And Dennis Miller. Dennis Miller, who has who couldn't get his EpiPen in time or his insulin. I forget which one it was.
How about the movie with what's the female actress from
Katie Seagal.
Halloween? No, Halloween.
Jamie Lee Curtis?
She was in a film. Was it called Virus or something?
I don't
Do you remember that?
Are you asking me?
Jamie Lee Curtis, and it was like a film where she was on a ship with like this robot thing. It could build itself.
Yeah. Oh my God. I know it. You're gonna make me Google
it's called
it
Virus. It's called
Virus. Virus.
It is. And she was on a ship. And
do you know who it starred? Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. And it was, oh my God, that was a rough movie back then. I kind of want to like revisit some of these old films that are just very shitty.
Oh God. Yeah, I remember this movie.
Oh, it's not good.
I absolutely remember this movie. It wasn't great.
No.
It was 1999.
Yeah.
21 years old. That's creepy. But yeah, like The Net didn't really hold up that well. Hackers, which was
God.
It was just but that dealt with technology at the time, and they're doing like computer stuff in it. But that doesn't hold up, and it's weird.
Hackers is again another movie that it was trying to make something very cool that I think the people that making the film didn't understand so much. So they're trying to make a film about hackers, and they make it so much like a movie. I don't know how can I even explain that? There's no reality in it. It's complete movie bullshit, is what it is.
Well, I'll give you a little story that maybe I only find interesting, but at the time that never went to sell through. So the movie came out in the theaters and it went to rental, and I was working at Suncoast, and it never became available for sale for many years. So you couldn't even order it. You couldn't even pay $100 to get it. It was they just didn't make it available. Wow. And I remember the day that they announced that it was coming out for like $10, and like all these people wanted to reserve it, and it was everybody was like the same age. They were all like 20, and they were like, "Oh, we got to reserve it. How much down? $5 down. $5. Yeah, but reserving it." That was it was one of those most requested titles that never came out.
Interesting,
but it eventually did. But again, that's only something that maybe I would find interesting, and if anyone who was working at Suncoast at the time, they would know too.
Yeah, that's so. If you guys, or Jason, if you ever watch Red Letter Media on YouTube, it's like my favorite YouTube channel. they actually covered hackers, and it's brilliant because they go into pretty much all of this, a very deep dive into it, and it's hilarious. They always make everything funny. I highly recommend it if you like hackers, or if you've seen hackers and all that jazz. It's really well done.
Yeah, I've never actually seen it.
It's great. Oh, you never actually seen Hackers?
No, I know Matthew Lillard was in it because I remember when Scream came out, and I think that's what pushed it to finally come out on VHS. Was Matthew Lillard in Scream.
Matthew Lillard is in it, and so is
I love.
Let's face it, Sydney. Your mom is no Sharon Stone. Huh?
Matthew Lillard and what's her face is in it? The one that plays oh God, married to Brad Pitt there for a while.
Angelina Jolie.
Yes, she's in it.
Nice. Yeah, like I said, I'm sure it's fine, and I'm pretty sure it looks dated now.
It has to.
But how can you make something like Terminator 2, which doesn't appear dated, and it was made in 1992? I mean, you could argue that maybe John Connor's hair, or like John Connor's friend in the beginning with his like blonde mullet, and listening to Guns N' Roses. You could maybe argue at that, but he made a pretty timeless looking movie. So I don't know how that's. Some movies just don't accomplish that and look extremely dated. I'm looking at you, Natural Born Killers, and then some like True Romance feel like they could be released right now, and they look fine.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what I wanted? But this is completely separate from all of this.
Oh, good.
I've been trying to find Super Mario Brothers the movie on like a streaming version of it, or to buy it on Vudu or anything, to watch it anywhere, and I cannot find it other than buying a hard copy off of Amazon. And if you know me well enough, you know I hate watching hard copies of anything. I am now purely digital. I don't care what anybody says. You can hate on me all you want, but that's what I like, is purely digital shit. That's what I'm into.
Why do we have an entire bookcase full of DVDs?
These are all old. That's back before I got digital.
Can we throw them away?
Well, I mean, I'll get rid of them. We could sell them.
When? Who's going to buy them?
Well, here's the thing. I like the steel books that I have. I do have
Marvel
Marvel steel books.
Wait, you like to steal books?
That's right. I love stealing books.
Wow.
Whoa.
Chris.
But
you get fired for your job for saying that on the internet.
I love my steel books, though, and those I do like to collect, but I think I'm at a point where I have to get rid of those, too, because I don't buy them. I stopped buying them like 6 years ago. Or not 6 years. Maybe 3 years ago. I stopped buying them.
Well, Disney owns Super Mario Brothers, the movie, and you can buy a Blu-ray copy, but it's a UK and Canadian version.
Oh, God.
But yeah, it's only available in DVD, and the DVD's actually out of print, so you can buy one for under $20. I'll gladly sell you mine for $50.
Oh, thanks. So I bought. What brings this up is that I really wanted to see the Street Fighter movie, with Jean-Claude Van Damme, another film that did not age well. That film,
it didn't age well immediately. Like it didn't. It was not well.
Right, but
it's not sick, but it's not well.
Yeah.
That film, the Street Fighter film, I disliked it even as a kid. I wasn't a big fan of it, but as I got older, I just liked to watch it because it's so stupid. I bought that on Vudu, and when I bought it on Vudu, I thought about it. I'm like, well, how about Mario? So I looked up Mario. It's not there. I'm like, son of a bee. This is crazy. It should be available to the public via digital. This is shit.
It's Disney. You could blame Disney. Touchstone Pictures. They have, it could maybe eventually come to Disney Plus, but there's just this weird, I guess, appreciation for movies that aren't good. And I know people people claim they like it, and I believe that they think they like it.
Oh,
but it's not good. And I was the Nintendo kid. I spent my life, my childhood playing these games, loving these characters. I got up early to watch to come home from school to watch the Super Mario Brothers Super Show with Captain Lou Albano. Damn it!
Oh my God, that show!
They're the Mario Brothers, and plumbing's their game. Forget all the others who get all the fame, because when your sink's in trouble, call us on the double.
Do you remember when they paired it with Legend of Zelda?
Legend of Zelda was on Fridays,
and it was it was Legend of Zelda, and he would go, "Oh, what was it, Princess?
Excuse me, Princess."
Yeah,
because that was my interpretation of Link. He was just like, "Whoa, dude."
Whoa. I'm a surfer all of a sudden with a sword.
It was like Captain N the Game Master, and Simon Belmont was like, like, that's not it. Come on.
Going Ghost says Mortal Kombat aged horribly too. That is 100% fact. That movie did not age well.
Are we 25 years from Mortal Kombat as well?
It was 96, I thought. Mortal Kombat.
Let's see. I felt like it was 95.
95. Holy crap.
Happy 25th. More MK. Liu Kang. Kano. Fight.
I remember watching that. I remember watching it as a kid, and I went to the movie theater and saw it, and I loved it. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. It was my cousin and I. Yes. When it came out on VHS, I got it. I had the soundtrack. You guys are all talking about the soundtrack to Batman Forever. I love the soundtrack to the Mortal Kombat film, and I listened to it on repeat. And I remember, good too. I remember putting it on. It had KMFDM on it, by the way. So I put the tape in, and my dad wanted to watch it with me. And at the very end, my dad looked at me, and my dad pretty much likes anything. He watched it, and he was like, I didn't like any of that. It was horrible. What made you even enjoy that? And I was like, wow. Like, as a kid, it kind of blew my mind because it was like all action and kind of fun. I know exactly what he's talking about now. Looking at it, it was almost as if they're like, we have to make a film about Mortal Kombat because it's relevant, which is probably what happened. We need to make it as fast as possible. Let's do this. And they made Raiden. They made that character. He's a white guy, which was completely ridiculous with long white hair.
It was Christopher Lambert.
Yes.
Or Lambert. Christopher Lambert, Highlander. Connor McLeod himself.
Right. Highlander, I call him Highlander, but I guess there's two different types of people, Highlander and Highlander.
Oh, yeah? Well, you know what? Baltimore Jason calls him Hollander.
Hollander,
where he's just like, there could be only one. There could be only one. You know? And you know who that is? It's Ray Ray. Ray Ray #1. He's right down there in front of M&T Bank.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat was horrible. And then they made another Mortal Kombat film that was just a absolute travesty.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Oh, God.
So when they did that first Mortal Kombat movie, at the time they had that techno album that came out of the the remix Mortal Kombat techno music that just was basically them listing everybody who was in the movie or in the video game. And then there was all the controversy between the blood of in Mortal Kombat for Nintendo versus Sega.
Yeah.
That was a whole thing. So if you think anytime anyone wants to bring up that, everything is so it's so crazy, this political party wants this or this political party wants that, I'm like, yeah, flip it around. And the other people, they were like, oh, you can't have that. The video games are too violent. This cartoon violence is way too violent.
Yeah.
And so Nintendo was just like, well, we're for kids, so we're going to turn it into gray sweat or spit or whatever.
It looked like spit to me, or sweat.
And then and they unfortunately had the best port of it. And then Genesis comes out, and then they put blood in it, and that was like the why I got a Genesis, because I'm just like, I want the bloody Mortal Kombat.
Absolutely.
Game. Yeah. And then the movie came out, and I think that just settled everyone down. They're like, all right, fine, we lose.
Yeah,
we lose.
Yeah, I bought the Sega Genesis just for that reason. In fact, I think my dad got it for me just for that reason. He wanted the blood version too, because
that and the X-Men game.
Yes,
awesome.
Well, it was very well known back then that Mortal Kombat was the Mortal Kombat to get. Even the parents seemed to know.
They did.
Yeah. Let's see. Do we have any comments down here? Somebody mentioned Bloodsport. I haven't watched that in a long time. I don't know if that one holds up or not.
Well, they have the what do you call it? That famous the GIF of Van Damme when he couldn't see anymore, and he was like, ah! Ah!
Wait a minute, you're calling it GIF? We call it GIF. Is this a Highlander thing?
No.
We're like two different races of people.
No, he's talking about peanut butter.
We're like two different factions, not races. Two different factions.
I'm GIF and I'm GIF.
Right.
Together, we represent the same thing.
Right.
In essence, it kind of would solve any sort of inequality in this world, because you may call it GIF, I may call it GIF, but it's all the same thing. It's the little graphic-y thing that I don't know how to make.
with all the
We
problems.
could all be friends. You know, there's a Gastlecast GIF. 2 of them.
There is actually. Yeah. Our friends made Gastlecast gifts. One is us saying, or me saying, "We hunt together,"
and one is me saying, "Bye."
Yep, it is.
Bye.
That's right. Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
This chair that I'm sitting in makes my butt hurt.
Now, are we going to talk about this? Are we going to talk about this more?
Are we going to stop talking about?
About the topic of the films, or can I tell you something that happened to me yesterday that?
Oh no, we can blow this wide open.
So Heather, you're actually on my cable here, please. Thank you.
It's because my butt.
Okay,
hurts.
so I wanted to talk about something that happened to me yesterday, and I want to know what you think of this.
Is this what happened in the morning?
Yes.
This is funny as shit.
Well, I want to know what this means. I've had a lot of people.
It means you're an idiot.
I'm going to end this story. It's not a very long story, but I'm going to end it with what my friends have been telling me the reason behind this is. Okay. Okay. So let me tell you what happened. Yesterday morning, Saturday, I wake up and I had fever dreams all night, right? I had these really bizarre dreams. I don't know where the dreams came from. In fact, I don't remember them now, but I woke up yesterday morning thinking about them and they were freaking me out big time. Have no idea what they're about now. So I wake up, I look at my clock, which I do every day, practically every work day at least. Look at the clock, it says 6 a.m. And I'm like, oh, okay, 6 a.m., 6 a.m. And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I have a couple more minutes I can probably sleep. Pass back out. Wake back up, it says 6:30. And by that time on a work day, I would already be up and showered and everything and going out the door. And I'm like, oh my God, it's 6:30, right? I jump out of bed. I run to the bathroom as fast as I can. I get into the bathroom, start to shower. Now I'm peeing.
Can I tell this from my side?
Wait, you're peeing in the shower? Or?
No, I urinate in the shower.
No, we don't pee in the shower. This has actually been a hot topic in our house the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, my son's been peeing in the shower, and he never let us know. He finally dropped the bomb on us the other day that he pisses in the shower.
Yeah, and
so we had to put the kibosh to that.
Yeah, I don't like it.
So anyway, Heather,
but it's while the shower's running, or is that just where you go?
No, it's while the shower.
Like, yep.
It's while the shower is running, but it just like we all use the same shower, and I
don't want piss on my feet. Like, you know, I'm just
I
thinking
know a lot of people do it. I'm not knocking y'all, but like don't come to my house and pee in the shower.
Y'all,
please.
where are we?
I don't know.
Anyway,
welcome to Heroic Nonsense Georgia edition.
Right. So anyway, I'm in the bathroom. I'm now urinating at a very high speed into the toilet, not in the shower. The shower is now started. And boom, boom, boom on the door. Heather opens the door while I'm urinating. And she goes, "What are you doing?" Like that. And I look at her and she goes, "It's Saturday." And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I honest to God thought it was Monday. And in my mind, okay, I just want to let's rewind. When I got up and I was getting like to run to the bathroom to go and get ready to leave, in my mind, I'm trying to put together what is today. I couldn't figure out what the day was. And I never thought about looking down at my phone to like check or anything. I just kind of ran as fast as I could to get the whole job done. If Heather would have never stopped me, I'm almost positive that I would have gotten the shower and went to work. Honest to God. So all of my friends now are telling me it's because I'm old. Is this seriously something that happens when you get old? Am I getting old?
Yes. But you've been old.
I disagree. I think you're probably I think you're overworked. And I think you're pushing yourself hard.
Yes.
And I think what winds up happening is if you do that and you get into a routine where you're not getting enough rest, you misinterpret things, or you just had a moment of sanity, or insanity in this case, a moment of insanity where you wake up and you freak yourself out. Because I've had that happen. It's the same way when you have dreams about being late for class, or like you're late for something. You wake up scared that you just. I always had this reoccurring dream for years that it was late in the school year and I had forgotten to attend a class all semester. And it was like getting close to the end and I'm just like, I've never been there. And like, it's me going into the class and trying to figure out some sort of scheme in order to get around this. So it sounds like you just probably need to get a good rest.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened to me. It was crazy. I've never had that happen before.
Can I tell everybody my side of the story?
Oh,
I want to hear it from this perspective, yes.
It was really weird. So Chris has a very different way of getting up in the morning on work days versus weekends, okay?
Okay.
During the work days, he often, now before, he's like a snoozer. So he would hit snooze so many times. And finally I was like, listen, we're going to have to get separate bedrooms if you keep doing this shit, because I cannot stand the alarm going off 10 times, waking up 10 times with your alarm, and then you finally getting up. So finally, like, I don't know what changed in him, but he stopped doing that. I think his alarm goes off like once. Anyway, when he gets up for work, he is just like, he stands up real quick and just runs into the bathroom to take a shower and leave. Weekends, man, he will sleep all day long if you let him. And he is the slowest person out of bed. He will like look on his phone for a bit when he finally wakes up.
Well, I take my time.
And
every other day I got to move very quickly. So
yeah,
it's nice to be able to lay around and take my time.
He very casually just stands up and just slow walks to put some clothes on, slow walks to get some breakfast, because I go into the kitchen and I make breakfast.
You really do have a way with a story. I got to tell you. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. So I was really confused. So Friday, he says, I really can't wait to sleep in tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to that. So when he popped up really fast on Saturday morning, first thought, was that the night you went to bed with a stomachache, or was that last night?
No, I went to bed last night with a stomachache.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, despite that, my first thought was, oh my God, he's got to vomit. Because who the else runs to the bathroom that fast? But it was weird because I thought that he picked up his slippers. I was like, well, if he's got to throw up, why is he just leisurely grabbing his slippers? So
no, I grabbed my shoes.
No, I thought they were your slippers. I didn't know you had your shoes in
Why
the
would
bedroom.
I take my slippers?
Because the slippers were by the hamper. I don't know. I didn't know your shoes were in the bedroom. I knew the slippers were in the bedroom. Okay. I thought you picked your slippers
Fair
up.
enough. Easy.
So then I hear the fan go on in the bathroom. And I'm like, oh my God, he's taking a poop this early? What's happening? And then I hear the shower turn on. And I'm like, I'm not going to call him names, but in my head, I was thinking a name. I said, this guy.
What was the name?
This guy.
The MF name.
This mother.
Oh. Yeah, that one.
Unbelievable.
This Kielbasa Chris is going to pay for this.
This son of a bee.
I was like, he really thinks he's going to work today? And part of me was like, should I tell him? And then the other part of me was like, I sort of want to see where this goes.
I am so glad that you didn't do that, because I would have been really upset if I got in my car and you text me and you're like, it's Saturday. I'd be like, fuck! Oh, I would have been so agitated over that.
So, yeah, he runs to the bathroom with his slippers in hand. I had no idea why he
They weren't slippers, they were my shoes.
But I thought they were your slippers because I didn't realize you took your shoes into the bedroom. But I heard something be picked up off the floor, and I thought it was your slippers. I thought you picked your slippers off. And he ran into the bathroom like he does on like a Monday morning. And I was just lost. I really wish I would have just
Can you say y'all again?
Y'all.
Thanks.
Y'all. Hey, y'all. It's heroic nonsense, y'all. We're going to be making some blueberry cobbler today. Extra butter.
So is this a sign of getting old? Jason, please tell me it's not.
He already explained this. So are you old enough that you...
No, because more than one person said that I was getting old.
Maybe it is because you forgot that I already said no. You're just tired.
Exactly.
So either you're tired... So, Jason, what does this mean? Wait, no, what's going on?
So, no, this is my last question. But, Jason, does this mean that I'm getting old?
Wait, I just want to get this through. Hold on, let me just ask this one last question. Jason, does this mean I'm getting... Well, let me tell you the story first. Yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. You're fine. You just, you had a thing.
It was weird, man. It was so friggin' weird. And I had the strangest dreams. I wish I could remember them, but they were... You ever have a dream that like scars you for the rest of the day? I had a dream that scarred me for the rest of the day, but I couldn't remember what it was, because what happened was I wake up in hysterics trying to get into the shower. Then I went back to bed and then woke back up again. So I had all that time to forget all the dreams that I had. It was really messed up. like I kind of wish I know exactly what happened because they were one involved a dog, and I feel like I was being attacked by a dog, but I can't remember 100%. It's freaky. I don't like it.
Oh, I had what do you call it? I'll have occasionally have dreams where deceased relatives will come visit me. Do you ever have those?
I have.
I never do.
I do. And the weirdest thing is that my wife always says it's just them checking in, but they never talk.
Wow.
So I never get to.
No one gives a shit about me because no one checks in.
Damn. Do you know anyone who died? Maybe that's it. Oh, maybe they just didn't like you.
Yeah. No, that's my assumption.
First of all, who wouldn't like you? Number one.
Nice save, Jason, but
Yeah.
you're still on my shit list now.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Drats. Curses.
I actually have 2 really creepy stories about dead people coming to my dreams. Actually, 3. 3.
Is one of them Wilfred Brimley for criticizing Hard Target? Or that's
no,
tonight?
No, I'll make it very quick.
He's just like, thanks for letting me into heaven and all, because of course he would go to heaven if there was one. But I have to go pay a visit to somebody. He didn't like Hard Target. He made fun of it tonight with a podcast with my biggest fan, Jason.
No, Wilford Brimley, he's in my good graces because he was in The Thing. So we're okay.
He was great. Someone reminded me the blood test scene from that.
He didn't look like
movie.
He didn't look like Wilford Brimley. That's the thing.
No mustache.
No mustache. So my 3 stories. Let me just make them very quick. One story was my dad and I are sitting in a diner across from a person who looks like a young person dressed in all white with a bald head. My dad and I are talking to this guy, and the revelation is that he is my great-grandfather, who we call Daddy Paul, and he said, in heaven, you look different in heaven, and that's why he looked like a young guy with a bald head, okay? So that was creepy, and he was like holding our hands across the table and stuff. It was really weird. Another dream was my dad and I were with his brother that we call Junior, and we were on either side of Junior, and Junior was like kind of hugging us, and we were crying on either side of his shoulder. That's the dream number 2. I don't know why, because I've never cried for anybody at a funeral, and I think that's where I'm like, my cries are happening in my dream. It's really weird because I cried at the table too. The third one was I'm on the floor cradling my great-grandmother, and it was in a house exactly like their house that they lived in, my great-grandparents, but the staircase was on the opposite side. Like it was diagonal in the house, but it was the opposite diagonal. And I'm holding her and we're crying, and then the next thing is her in a casket in the middle of the floor. And I went and asked her daughter, my grandmother, about this. They lived in a house with a staircase opposite side like that. It was really weird. I explained it at the time what the house kind of looked like, and they're like, that's very similar to the house that they lived in before the house that you remember. That was so bizarre. But I cried in every single one of those dreams, and it felt very real. Very strange. But those are my 3 really strange death dreams. Dead people.
I don't know how to I don't know how to decipher that one.
Can you please pull out your dream book, Jason? I'll wait.
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Yeah, so those are my weird dreams. Drems.
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 Your drems.
My drems. He has a lot of drems.
What about jams?
Jams.
Jams.
So, can I...
Yes, you can say something.
We're talking about... because we're talking sort of about ghosts, I think it's really funny timing. So we're in a group chat with some of our friends, and one of our friends sent us a meme, and it's this guy who looks really like shocked and disgusted.
Oh, it's the pallbearer from WWF.
Oh,
that was with the Undertaker.
He looks very disgusted, and
okay.
The meme says, "The ghost in my house after he walked into the bathroom only to find me checking my butthole in the mirror."
Oh my God. It's the pallbearer, and he looks very shocked. If you don't know who the pallbearer is, look him up. You can find him on Google.
I don't, but that's really I just like when people use the word butthole. Like, I think it's so gross and funny that it always makes me laugh.
Heather loves buttholes, if that's one thing I could tell you.
Heather loves buttholes.
She loved a butthole, huh?
What kind of mirror do you have to check that?
Well,
Like-
I have a really tall one. I've never looked at my butthole in it, but it's like a jewelry box that doubles as a mirror. It's a full length. It's pretty cool. You could probably check a butthole in it, but
jewelry box sounds like something that was suggestive too. Hey guys, check out my jewelry box.
Yeah, right. So cool.
Hey, get eyes off my jewelry box. My eyes are up here.
And then the ghost would come in and look appalled.
They're like, oh god, this is disgusting. This is what you guys do?
Why are you doing that with your jewelry box?
Yeah, and let me tell you something. If there are spirits looking over me, I'm gonna have a lot of explaining to do when I'm gone. A lot of explaining to do.
There's a scene in This Is 40 where he's looking at his butthole in the mirror, remember?
Yeah, I think they're checking for hemorrhoids or something.
Yeah, something like that.
It was really good. I really like that movie.
There was actually a butthole scene in the short-lived sitcom Lucky Louie, where she was asking, like his wife was asking him to look at her butthole. She's like, you gotta look at it because I'm not looking at that. And she goes, well, what if you have to identify me? Like if I'm in an accident? He goes, let's get this straight. You're in an accident that's so bad. I'm paraphrasing because you're in an accident that's so bad. The only way I can identify you is through your asshole.
Yeah, only goes, your butthole survives.
And he goes, all right. So he looks at it, and she goes, there you go. And then he like looks at her, and she goes, don't even think about it. It was a very that show had some funny moments. It was an odd concept of a dirty honeymooners type of sitcom. So
one of my friends reached out to me, hearing that I had fever dreams, asked me if I have COVID. No, I don't have COVID. I just want to let everybody know. No COVID.
Did you take more cowbell?
No. No, I do not have COVID. I just want everybody to know that.
How do you know? Were you tested for it?
No, I was not.
Did you see that test, by the way?
What
test? That test. They take like the swab, they shove it like in your nose, and like it's a nightmare. I just mark me down as having it. Then I just don't want to take that test. That test sounds it looks like the scene in Total Recall.
Yes,
where he's like jammed, like
yeah. So that's funny that you say that. Somebody posted a meme with exactly that today.
Yeah, here comes the COVID test.
The COVID test.
Now there's a movie that is timeless and it aged well. Total Recall.
It did, and
yes,
yeah, it did age well.
Before we get off the topic of buttholes, we got a very interesting comment.
Okay.
And this I have a point to this. Click My Vid says butthole bleaching is a thing, right? Chris, can you explain to us what you thought butthole bleaching was?
Oh my god. So I didn't understand what it was, and I heard a lot of people talking about butthole bleaching.
Hold on, really quick, just so everybody knows, buttholes are normally not skin colored. They are brown. Mm-hmm. Continue, Chris. Hold on. And you bleach them to make them skin colored.
Yes, which, because everyone's looking at them. I don't know.
I thought people were bleaching their butthole hair.
And he was wondering why you wanted M&M hair on your butthole.
Well, I really honestly thought that's what it was. I feel embarrassed, but it's true.
I mean, look, if you're going through the trouble of if you're going through the trouble of bleaching, I would imagine you have already shaved it or done used some nair or something like this. And I really hope my son's not listening because he said he wanted to listen tonight.
Oh no!
Oh god! Oh my god! Perfect episode.
Happy birthday, buddy! You're gonna be 12 in a couple days, but he's gonna be like, "Daddy, what is butthole bleaching?" And I'm gonna be like, "Oh, it's a bleaching company that's not very good."
Right. It's a tuft of hair that's sticking out of your butthole that's bleached. It's a bright gold.
It's like
got Goldilocks out of your butthole.
Yeah, it's the stuff that it's pretty great.
You notice that everything always goes to butts or poop or fart on this podcast, which is great.
Yeah, we should stop or just call us. We could call us the Buttoic Nonsense Podcast.
What's really funny about all this is that earlier in this episode, Heather actually wrote on a piece of paper that her butthole itches bad. And I said, go scratch. And she says, can you? As you can see right here, So that is a real thing that happened tonight. That it isn't like we just wrote that down. That actually happened. So if you saw Heather shaking around in her chair, it's a possibility that she has worms. Yes.
Why did you have to rat me out?
Because it happened, and we're talking about buttholes. So if we're gonna close on a butthole,
okay,
thing, let's close on that.
It was really itchy.
Heather,
I'm sorry.
Heather had to scratch her butthole.
I'm telling you, Chris, snitches get stitches.
I know, right? Chris S.
You're gonna roll over in the middle of the night in your fever dream and get shanked.
Chris S. is saying, I'm listening here, and my fiance is on the couch next to me, and she's like, what the F are you listening to? You're listening to us talking about buttholes.
That's right, it's Butthole Sunday here on Heroic Nonsense.
Dean Block.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Chris's fiance. You're listening.
Right.
You're listening to the Butthole
Talk.
channel.
Dean Blockley says, you never know when a man's going to want to eat your groceries, Cardi B. Oh, my God. Did she really say that?
Probably.
That
She's
sounds
filthy.
like the type of fire she'd be spitting. I like Cardi B. I listened to that whole album and it was amazing.
Love Cardi B.
Yeah, she's amazing. Because you know why? She's tough. I wouldn't mess with her. She'd kick my ass.
Okay. So, we've hit an hour. We're there. We've been on live for 2 hours. This is a long live for us. Usually we don't go on this long.
It is.
But we want to let you guys know that you can catch this podcast on Anchor.fm. I don't know where you're listening to it right now, but it's available on Google Play. It's available on Apple iTunes. It's available on, what's the one you always bring up, Heather?
Spotify.
It's on Spotify. It's literally anywhere a podcast can be found. So if you like this, please like it wherever you're watching it, and maybe even leave us a comment if you can. Just give us some ups. Give us some positivity. We really appreciate that.
Give us some mad ups, yo.
Give us some mad ups. And if you're listening to this podcast, we are the Gastlecast, Heather and myself, and we do a lot of videos about Funko Pops and a whole bunch of other collectibles, and you can find us on YouTube and also on Instagram at Gastlecast. We do a live podcast every Sunday night now with Jason, our Heroic Nonsense podcast, and then we take that podcast and place it on Anchor.fm, which then goes out everywhere. Okay, so we're giving you so many different options to listen to this podcast.
To listen to Butthole Talk.
That's
you
right.
can listen to it anywhere.
Right. Chris S.'s girlfriend or fiance is just disgusted. Plain disgusted with his whole thing, his whole menagerie.
This is NPR, and you're listening to the Butthole Talk channel. Today, we have Chris and Heather, who are talking about itchy buttholes, and adjunct Gastlecast professor Swababa Fett is also going to be joining the discussion today. Coming up afterwards, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
All right, Jason, what do you got?
It's me, Swababa Fett. You know where to find me.
Boom. Look at that. Easy
Boom.
peasy,
Boom.
lemon squeezy.
Yeah, easy peasy McSqueezy, the adjunct Gastlecast professor.
All right, guys. Well, we will catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, that was good. Thank you guys for being here and hanging out. I do want to mention, I didn't want to say it on the podcast because I thought it would be in poor taste, but we did hit 3,000 subscribers. I see a lot of you guys even talking about it in the comment section there. So thank you very much for all of your support. That means a lot to us.
I got I got a burst of adrenaline halfway through the podcast once we actually did hit 3,000 subscribers, and it was hard to sit still.
Yeah.
Really hard to sit still.
It's a really beautiful thing. It's really funny. I do want to say this since we're live right now. We hung at 1,500 subscribers for a very, very long time.
For an entire year, it felt like.
And within the last few months, we have jumped up to where we're at today. So we've doubled our numbers somehow, and I think it has something to do with the topics that we've been choosing for our videos. They seem to be more popular topics. We're trying to continue to do unboxings like we did before and all that kind of jazz, which we've posted a video tonight about. Heather and I both got a subscription box. I got Marvel Collector Core. Heather got Walking Dead supply drop, and we actually go head to head to see what is the better box for July 2020. And it is such a fun video. It's really funny. I've watched it several times. I'm not saying it's funny just because I made it. It actually makes me laugh when I watch it, and Heather too. So we hope that you guys get a kick out of it. It seemed like a lot of people were commenting that they were enjoying that video.
I really liked it.
And we have another video coming out tomorrow that's very similar. We have an unboxing from our good friend Lisa Lazar. She sent us some really cool things. So
super cool.
Yeah, so check that video out tomorrow, and it'll be also paired. It'll be a separate video, but it will be paired with yet another blooper reel video. Okay, so you'll have both of those things coming your way tomorrow, and we'll have more in store for you this week. We have a group called Gastlecast We Hunt Together. It's on Facebook. If you're not there, go and join it. We're gonna jump off of here and then go and do that giveaway for 800 members.
We didn't do that?
I forgot. I totally forgot tonight because I was so busy getting ready for this.
Man, between subs and members, it's
I know it's a whole subby member thing. Heather, can you go grab me that pop over there? Would you mind? You can itch your butthole on the way over. I need that Dragon Ball pop over there. I just need to show what that is. So for every 100 members, I've been giving away something like a Funko Pop or something. Last time it was a what was it? Frosted Flakes Tony the Tiger 10-inch. This time it's a Whis from Galactic. What is it? Galactic Toys. It's a glow in the dark. Cool pop. We got him.
Is it Whis? I thought it was Whis.
I believe it's Whis. But we got this for a friend, and then our friend let us know, hey, I already got it. And I was like, oh, okay. And it just sat in my garage. So I want somebody to be able to have this and take it and enjoy it. So we'll be giving this away tonight on the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group. Again, if you're not there, go and join today. It's a really, really fun group. And for a long time, it seemed like that myself and like two other people were constantly posting stuff to keep things going. It seems like the train is really rolling now, and I see a bunch of really cool posts on there, and it makes me very excited to see people very much involved in the group. So we appreciate that as well.
I even joined in on the fun.
Yeah, you did, and it's been great. And by the way, and Jason's been putting out some really cool videos for $7 a pop. Of course, I'm sure you've seen him there already. His videos are great, and he's editing them and putting them together all by himself. So if you guys see those pop up, go and watch them. Give them a thumbs up and leave him some comments and stuff like that. Give him some love. We'd really greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, especially because I'm going to be busy till October, like a video a week. And it's mine are always like, it takes a while to plan it in my head.
Yeah.
But now I'm planned ahead of time, and the one I'm shooting this week, hopefully the hurricane holds up. That's coming up the coast, and will stay away tomorrow so I can do my stuff I'm wanted to shoot outdoors. So,
or maybe it'll make for a better video.
No, not for this one. I don't want to get my camera wet. I don't need hurricane winds or tropical storm winds.
Put it under an umbrella and then put you not under an umbrella.
Sure. That's not going to work.
Wow. Oh, Jason Rowe is here. Barely available guy.
Hi,
we
Jason.
love him. Jason Rowe's awesome. We love him.
Any relation to Mike?
That would be kind of interesting. And look, we have Barely Available is right here. They're sitting right next to me. Aren't these guys awesome?
Woohoo!
Yeah, we're really excited about our two Bareleys. We love these things. These guys are great.
I'm excited how popular they have become, because it reminds me of that mid 2000s, the mid aughties, when like Kid Robot and Critterbox and like all those other like really cool companies would put stuff out that people liked and wanted and collected with passion. It reminds me of those old Funko days. Yeah, where no one really complained a lot. They were just excited to get something. So it's cool. There's a lot of cool things coming out in the vinyl toy world, in the custom art toy world. So
Zach Bonifer asked, does Gastlecast have a discount code for $7 a pop? No, we do not. But maybe in the future. I don't know. We'll talk to them about that.
I don't know. Their pops are only $7, so I don't think you need a discount code.
Exactly.
You
don't really. Yeah. Right. Wow.
It's just Zach. He's fine.
Zach, her butthole itches. That's why there's so much hostility.
You know what? I will. I'll send a message to the home office, and I'll run it up the chain of command there.
The chain of command.
Yeah, run it past those $7 a pop lawyers and see what they think. The review, but the corporate board of $7 a pop.
The corporate board. the board
someone
members.
Someone referred to said that. What about the CEO of $7 a pop? And I got a kick out of that one.
The CEO, man in charge, the president,
the multinational corporation. But we are shipping internationally again, so that's cool.
Do we have sideshow statues? Heather already answered, but no, we don't. They're cool, but they're very expensive.
We have a couple of sideshow figures, the ones that are similar to Hot Toy.
Yeah, there's actually one right here. Yeah. It's a Red Skull.
And I have Freddy Krueger. We have a Negan. Is it?
No, Negan is not.
Oh, he's not?
No.
Oh, no. He's 3-0.
Yeah,
Never
3-0.
mind. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay, so we're going to sign off from here so we can go do our giveaway in the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group, where everybody loves being there and they're having fun. We have fun there.
With a capital FU.
Yes. Right. Exactly. All right. Well, guys, we will catch you next time. Heather, can you wake up?
I am awake.
Okay, thank you.
I was talking to my friends.
Jason, have a good week, buddy.
Hey, I will.
And you guys all have a good week as well. We'll be back live on Wednesday and new videos to come over the next course of day. Of course, we're doing the video every day thing. I'm still doing it until I finally conk out and can't do it anymore. Until I start waking up on days that I'm not supposed to work and getting ready for work.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. That's it. Okay, guys, we will catch you next time. Be safe and have fun out there.
Oh, wait, you forgot.
We are together, yes. Yeah. Thank you. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.